We're live. That was exciting.
It was awesome.
I almost hurt myself. I hurt myself dancing. Ow.
Oh, do you pull a hammy?
Fucking groin again. That got me pumped.
Too much thrusting. I hate when that happens. So
Just
yeah,
the
it's Tuesday
twerking.
night. It's time for some trash talk. And the topic of this evening is mainly furry potato again. Guys, fuck furry potato. I'm sick of furry potato.
I can't stand the guy.
No.
Or-
No, not a fan. Not a fan. So Pat, of course, is the master of all video clips. So what do you have for us tonight, Pat?
I have the. I think I'm going to play it in the order of with the kind of the aftermath. What happens first, or what happened after he went to this place? I guess this gun store. I think it'll be better context if I play that part first.
Sure. Yeah. So the backstory here is that Furry is still harassing private citizens, private businesses, people that are not employed by the government, and therefore really don't have to give a fuck about any First Amendment rights that he may have. So his latest target is a veteran-owned gun store, which is just really double deplorable.
No sound.
There's no sound?
Not hearing it. No.
Now
You
I
gotta make
hear
sure
it.
you click. Oh,
You're not hearing anything?
no. Yeah, you gotta make sure you click the share audio thing on the bottom. I mess that up all the
Little
time
bottom
myself.
left button, little bottom box.
Got it now?
Nope. Turn the volume up.
All the way up.
No,
Are you
hold
sharing?
on. If you go back in the video itself, because one thing I noticed in this video, which I found very interesting, is obviously so Furry recorded and replayed a live stream segment and actually seemed to mute or really reduce the volume on one part of the video, which I found interesting. So just go back a little bit before that part and see if you can hear. Nope, further back than that.
That was the very beginning.
Oh, okay. Nope, then we have no sound.
Let me just try one more way here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the technical difficulties. We'll be right back. We'll be fixing this in a short time. Pat Seguin's a dick.
All right, I do see it has the audio thing on there. Yep, there we go. We got it.
Definitely not. Never that.
Good job, Pat.
Never that. And possibly. You get that at Army surplus? Yeah, you did.
So yeah, that part right there, you can see this guy is clearly talking, but you can't hear anything. It would appear that Furry has muted something, which is interesting.
What you hiding, furry boots, huh?
You want to make the call? Hey, make the call. Make the call right now. But that should be down the street too. If you were signaling for them, so we'll take care of them too. Yeah. Hey, don't touch me, man. I'm telling you, don't touch me. You touch him, I'll go ahead, touch me. Touch me and see what happens. Don't touch me. I'm telling you that right now. Don't touch me. Make sure they got the thing pointed at him from inside, all right? Make sure they have a thing pointed at him, please. Ready to go? I'm telling you, don't touch me, man. You keep touching me, bro. Don't touch me, man. What are you gonna do? Go ahead. Go ahead. Put your phone down. And go ahead. If you have a problem, let's handle it. Don't touch me. I'm telling you that right now. Please don't touch me. Okay? Please don't touch me. All right? You want to get the manager out here too? Get the manager out here right now. I'll tell you, don't touch me. All right? I'll tell you that right now. Don't touch me. Get the manager out here? It's all right. That's all right. Right now, I'm not going to let you get as close as how you got close. You better stay your distance away from me.
You think I'm scared of a jarhead?
I don't care if you're fucking scared or not, brother.
Scared of a jarhead?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you're trying to say. I don't give a shit what you're scared of. Just back the fuck off and don't get next to me.
Oh yeah, is that a threat?
I'm telling you, don't get next to me.
Is that a threat?
I told you. I told you to back up and not get next to him.
I don't give a fuck. Do something about it.
Go ahead.
Son.
Hit me.
Do something about it.
Do something.
Do something about it.
Do something.
Come on, jarhead. Do it.
Do something. Put your phone down.
Do it, jarhead.
Go ahead. Come on. Hit me so I can beat the shit out of you. Hit me.
Let's do it, jarhead.
Put your phone down.
Let's do it, jarhead.
Go ahead. Let's do it then. Put your phone down. Let's do it.
Let's do it, jarhead.
Put your phone down there. Hey, you want to hold this? Hey, record the whole thing, Juan. What's up? Put your phone down. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go like a man. Okay, let's go there. You want to pull the pager out? Hey. Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Where's the other manager, bro? Go ahead. Just stay here real quick. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. What are you going to do? Go ahead.
You came to me, jarhead. Make a move.
You came to me.
No, son. No, son.
Juan, you keep recording this guy.
Yeah, jarhead.
You keep recording this ding dong right here.
Ding dong. Wow, man. You guys got the insults at the core, man.
What's up then? What's up then? You want to pull that out again? Go ahead. You want to pull the weapon out?
Yeah. Bring it.
You want to pull the weapon out?
Bring it. Let's go.
Okay. You want to pull the weapon out? Hey,
let's go.
Gun. I got one. Go get it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I got one. You want to keep fucking around?
Let's go. Bring your gun, son.
No, I'm telling you, let's go then.
Bring your gun, son.
I got nothing on me. You see?
Bring your gun, bitch.
So that's pretty deplorable, I think.
This guy's a moron.
I mean, I don't understand why he's throwing the word jarhead around like it's an insult. Like, you know, Like if you served in the Marines, that's not an insult.
Did Furry pull a weapon? I didn't notice that the first time.
Well,
Or was
I
it
don't
his
know.
pepper spray?
That's why I find it interesting that he muted part of the video.
Yeah.
Like what was being said at that point that he felt that it could not be shared again.
Are you saying they edit their videos?
Yeah, it looks like there's compelling evidence to suggest they do.
What? Yeah. Wow.
He probably pulled out his pepper gel or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Love you, Murpha.
I was just gonna say, Murpha, I hope you feel better, hon. Yeah, no, I don't know. I know that you can hear the guy clearly say to Furry several times, "Do not touch me, do not touch me."
How's this have anything to do with the First Amendment or anybody's rights or anything?
Nothing. Furry was watching my 1A panel and said, "Oh, they're all trolls. I'm going to audit churches every day. Fuck you all." It's like, because we were bashing how she audit churches because it's ridiculous and stupid to audit churches. It's a badge of honor for her to audit churches. It's disgusting.
Well, yeah,
Hey,
Furry's
Kenny.
looking for a lot. Hey, Kenny.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, it's all about lawsuits and trying to get PPAs, trying to get people in trouble. That's all it is.
Detention's a big thing too. I mean, she clearly had a tough childhood growing up with what was going on with her inside and out. Probably got bullied, craves attention. Here comes a YouTube drug, and woo, let's get crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. For Furry, I would say that the main motivation is the lawsuits because Furry's constantly going out and trying to provoke situations that will lead to a physical confrontation with the hope of filing a lawsuit.
The lawsuit's attention, which is clicks and views as well.
Even in this other video, when he before this happened in the gun store, there's the owner was out front. He was Furry's yelling at him how he's going to sue him for violating the Bain Act.
Right. That's what I mean. It's like constantly. So we do have that other clip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we can play, sort of what the fallout was from all this.
Thank you, Ed.
It's just a gun store. It's not a porno store. Calm down.
What's that comment supposed to mean?
Just whatever.
The guy's laughing and giggling like he just came out of a porno store. Like he's all ashamed. It's just a gun store, dude. Calm down. I'm all for someone having the right to carry a gun, just not like automatic rifles and stuff. Have all the 9mm, 40 cal, 45, hell, even a Desert Eagle if you don't want to hit what you're aiming for. But semi-auto and
It's no big deal. I don't know why you're being the way you can. You got the right to film. You're on public land, but you know what? You're not the only one that has the right to film. So. Two can play that game.
they showed up. They finally showed up. That guy's all, well, you can film on the sidewalk all you want, but two can play it at that game. You got that right. Two can play at that game. Here we go. Ding, ding, ding. Round one. Pretty good. Yep. Be safe out there. Yep. Be safe out there. Get out of the street, sir. It's not safe. Get out of the street. Get out of the street, dumbass.
I'm sorry?
Get out of the street.
Free street, man.
So they just had a robbery. They just had a robbery. So they don't care about this guy and his guns. He came out crying. Where's my cops? Where's my cops? They just had a robbery down there. They just had a robbery down that way. So they don't give a crap about this guy and his issues. Dumbass. So it doesn't look like the police are going to show up now, everyone. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh. What a psycho he must look like just talking to himself, like standing out on the sidewalk too. Like no
Yep.
right to laugh at anyone.
Yeah,
No right to laugh. You look like a psychopath.
Talking and giggling incessantly is just crazy.
Yeah. Nobody.
Fucking belly. What do these people do to her or him, whatever you want to call it? What do these people do to it? Nothing. They're just harassing them for working when she's not working. He's not working. He's not working.
And this is a veteran-owned gun store.
Does it matter a little bit? I know I'd feel a lot more comfortable if you'd step away from my entrance.
Yep.
I really would. I'm asking you not to block or create a disturbance in front of my entrance.
I just wish somebody would smash him.
What are you reaching for, buddy?
See, what he's trying to do is instigate. See, he's trying to instigate a situation.
The sad part is there's nothing that can be done because she's on a public easement and thinks she can do and say whatever she wants.
Looks like the cop showed up after all.
How's it going?
I don't answer questions.
You don't?
No.
Okay, well, just let you know, don't go on the property. That's all they want. Otherwise, you're on a public sidewalk, so enjoy.
Great, thanks.
Have a good day.
Be safe out there.
I got the right. I have the same rights you do, buddy.
Yep.
Now this is where it comes into harassment.
This dummy doesn't realize his store's gonna get sued for violating the Bain Act. Yeah. Oh, Bain Act, dummy. You better look it up because you just got sued. Congratulations.
You know what? You're harassing my customers.
I know. That's why I'm in cuffs.
You're making them feel uncomfortable.
Look up the Bain Act. B-A-N-E. You just violated it. I'll be seeing you in about 3 months. Let's go, everyone. He's already violated the Bain Act.
I hate him so much.
Now, like, what is he like? He's out of his mind. The Bain Act. In what way were his civil rights interfered with? Nobody?
It sounds cool to say, and the sheep believer. I mean, what's between her legs, by the way? I'm trying to ask in the chat. Like, serious question. I don't want to keep doing the it thing and the he she thing. What the fuck's between this person's legs? Is it a penis or is it a, so he? All right.
Yeah.
The problem is he has a lot of people who eat that shit cereal and believe him, even though what he just said is bullshit.
I'm just curious what Furry thinks the basis is for.
He thinks because the guy blocked his camera with a box, it's violating his rights.
What? I'm A. You're on the panel, right? No? Okay.
The Bain Act is to do with hate crime. It's got nothing to do with filming.
Right.
The funny thing is, Furry, he'll probably claim it was a hate crime.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
It's a Civil Rights Act, Code of Section 52.1.
Yeah, but it's to do with hate crimes. It's to do with hate crimes. It's not under. It's got nothing to do with filming.
It has to. I mean, kind of. So the Bain Act handles like, you know, hate crimes as well as, you know,
verbal.
Yeah. Well, like threats, intimidation, or coercion. You know, attempting to interfere with somebody's constitutional rights, right? And I think I saw somebody in the chat give their brilliant 2 cents here. And hold on, if I can go back and find it. Yeah, Bain Act is preventing footage before it's published. What you're thinking of is prior constraint, or prior restraint rather, and that is actually like that's something that Josh Abrams throws up if somebody shines a light in his camera or something. Prior restraint, no. Prior restraint is an injunction put out before a court, essentially, or some sort of action that prevents you from publishing work before a court has decided that it's not publishable. So you can shine a flashlight on the camera.
What damages are lost here? Because this includes the cost of medical treatment, lost wages, as repairing property, or payment for emotional suffering and distress. What the fuck did Furry Potato lose as far as damages is concerned?
Well, all lawsuits
he gained.
to a certain extent. Yeah, all lawsuits to a certain extent require that you prove damages, right? But that's something that like these guys simply they don't get to. They just don't ever get to.
He was just butthurt that he couldn't film, and he just wanted to have something to say. That was about it.
It sounds cool to say it, and people believe it.
Yeah.
like a citizen's arrest.
Yeah, no, it is just absolutely. Now, Chalkboy says Furry is violating the Bain Act. Hold on.
Yeah, he's really
Furry's violating the Bain Act by blocking the door for people to exercise their 2A rights. I mean, I don't even know if that would be accurate, but I see what you're saying there. Yeah. Sorry, were you saying something?
I was going to say, Furry's just banking on the fact that no one is going to know exactly what that is, especially the guy just walking around the street. And Furry just makes me sick as a veteran to go around doing this out to a veteran-owned store while himself being a veteran just makes me completely sick.
Yeah, really, you'd think he would respect them for being a veteran like him.
So, is she playing the harassment card because of her current transsexual state? Is that the situation with Furry Potato, where if anybody lashes back or responds or gives a honest, healthy response, it's considered harassment because she's a woman who has a dick?
Yeah, every single time she goes out, she tries to get a hate crime enhancement on whatever she's charging people with. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, she's been pushing that for ages.
Yeah.
And I am all for, like, I don't really care about other people's gender identities, or it's not my business. Like, good for you, whatever you want to do. But I will say this about Furry. I have seen so many videos where Furry Potato threatens to rape people's wives. At one point, he said he was going to hit somebody's kid in the forehead with his dick. Like, women don't talk like that.
Yep.
I don't mean like women aren't lewd, because women, obviously I'm a woman and I'm pretty crude, but women don't talk about things they're going to do with their penises because we don't have them.
A lot of blokes don't speak like that either. I mean,
yeah.
But even if they did, it would be at least anatomically accurate. You know what I mean? That's why I have a hard time believing that Furry Potato is in fact genuinely transgender.
And the other thing is, by doing that, you can actually, if she does, or it does bring a lawsuit, you can say, well, it has a problem actually being gender specific. So, does it want to be? What does it want to be identified as? You know, so
yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't even know that it would. You know, I don't know how and well advised it would be to even say that in open court. But I think the point being is that, you know, it does kind of look like Furry is using the current supportive attitude that society has towards transgender individuals to try to, you know, number one, gain some clout, number two, get that enhancement, particularly because obviously, and I'll say she, I don't really care either way, but she's looking for lawsuits.
Yeah, but she never files. She never files.
No.
Because she knows she's not going to win. And I mean, you look at that. You look at that terrible affidavit she put up for the lawsuit against the church, the synagogue, and the security guard there. It's going to get laughed all the way out. There was something updated recently. She's updated. She updated the case again and put in another motion, and it's been dismissed 3 times because she can't show cause.
Kate, I don't care if you have a dick, a vagina, a pistachio, a peach, a pear. It doesn't matter. You disrespect the men and women of the service who have served for us, you're a piece of shit.
Well, particularly because Furry does claim veteran status too. Yeah, and Jeff brings up a good point here, which is true. Like, Furry's attorney is not a civil rights attorney; it's a personal injury attorney.
Yeah, well, that screws you over straight away.
Oh, it's not. You know, it's not a civil rights issue, and he knows it enough that he has, or she has a personal injury lawyer.
Which I think she got for because of the shooting, or because of the discharge.
That one time that they got ricocheted.
Yeah, for the ricochet incident.
Right. No, it's absolutely ridiculous.
For the tiny little scratch she got.
I'm just.
Right, but where's the anger towards her or the thousands and thousands of sheep who love what she does and motivate her to continually doing it?
I think
all of them. Hey, Sasquatch, how are you?
Oh, outstanding. I believe back when she had that thing with the Marines here a couple years ago where she said monkey. She's talking about Monkey 83. And she had that, she got that arrest. Well, she raked in a whole bunch of money. I think that's when she used that money instead of for her bail. She used it for her boobs.
Right.
That's my personal opinion on what she did with all that money, and it was a buttload.
When was that, Seth?
A couple of years ago.
I haven't seen any paperwork for that or a settlement.
No. It wasn't a lawsuit. It's when she and Kyle Shockley got arrested on the military base, correct?
No, she was at the recruiting station.
That's what I meant, recruiting station, I'm sorry, for making terroristic threats. And, of course, people donated like crazy because she was charged with making terroristic threats.
Oh, donations. Okay, sorry, I've got it. Right.
But,
Good evening. Whatever happened to the DMV fiasco?
Oh, that was a couple years ago, wasn't it?
Well, Freeman's still got.
Has that ever been resolved?
Freeman's still got a bench warrant out for him. Out of that one, he can't go back to California, or otherwise he gets arrested.
Kate, I have a question. I don't know why I did this research, but I have a question for the panel. How much money do you think it costs to have a sexual reassignment surgery?
Depends where you go.
Complete sexual reassignment?
Tens of thousands.
Probably. It's gotta be.
Well, it's a 4 to 5 hour procedure, and it ranges between $7,000 to $24,000, and between 100 to 500 gender reassignment procedures are done in the U.S. each year.
But they're a lot cheaper in Mexico, and they're a lot cheaper in Thailand.
It's cheaper than I thought.
Yeah, but I bet you they don't publish the death rates there.
Actually, Thailand's got a very good reputation for it.
That wouldn't surprise me. There's a bunch of freaks in Thailand.
So
that was wicked off topic. I just lost my train of thought now. No, but with Furry, I can't even remember what I was going to say now. Jeez Louise.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to tell you.
We're talking about the donations from the terroristic threat.
Well, that's why I asked about the surgery costs, because
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if it went elsewhere because, it seems to be just they're constant, they're trying to rework the same thing. Oh, it was as far as the, what was it, the post office? No, the DMV. I'm sorry, the DMV fiasco. I don't even know what came of that.
Well, 2 of them showed up. 1 of them didn't. I know that much. I think she got probation. I think she got probation for it. I think it was a fine and probation, because I know she was on probation for a while and she kept her nose clean for a little while. She was, she wasn't. And then of course and then there was a shooting not long after that. Well, the ricochet.
Yeah, right. I've accidentally said shot before, and people will jump on me and be like, "She didn't get shot," and I get it. She really didn't. It bounced off the pavement, but what I can't figure out is why this trend to only bother private citizens now. This now has nothing to do with the First Amendment.
Oh, because there's more money. There's more money to be made from donations by harassing public citizens and businesses.
Yeah, it's really explained, very easily explained for pockets.
I don't think she's even got a lawsuit going.
Yeah, they donate hundreds and hundreds of dollars every time he goes live.
Because businesses will settle.
You see the donations, but does she act? Yeah, does it actually go through, or do the people rescind it before it can be grabbed?
Can that be done?
Absolutely.
Good question.
Yeah, real quick, Kate, if you look in the private chat, something got posted a few minutes ago elsewhere you might be interested in.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that now.
Okay, I've got an update. Moldy took a plea on the recruitment and pled out on the DMV as well. Monkey also pled out and Freeman fled. And got a settlement on the suit against the Concord schools, supposedly. There was an $800 fine for the DMV, and 1 year probation.
Yep, so we're saying.
Yeah, I didn't think it came out well.
Yeah, get your hands on his DD 214. Yeah, I think that's fair. A fair thing to do would be to look into military service. I'm always.
Yeah, you can't get a copy of the DD 214 without the individual's permission. But what you can find out if you have their induction location and date, or close enough date to that, and the actual name they enlisted as, you can get some basic information.
Right.
And good luck finding mine. I have more than one.
Oh,
no,
here's
I
something.
I was active duty for 2 years and then went in the Air National Guard. So the second one isn't really a DD 214.
Right. So on the other topic that we have this evening, I'm here seeing that News New England just went live, and I see "Masshole" is the title of the stream. LOL. I mean, what a bunch. Okay, I am getting really, really sick of this like quasi feud that we have going on with the Hills Have Eyes over there. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I feel sorry for them in a way. Like there's probably 20 viewers in there right now and even less IQ points realistically. But
Damn.
what they did, well, I'm just being honest here. And just the stupidity in that panel astounds me. But what they did to that girl who is clearly mentally disabled was appalling. Did you guys catch wind of this?
She's on now, and Golden Eyes told me that she was taking a break from YouTube, and sure enough, that ain't happening. She's on News New England's panel right now.
Well, I mean that's sad for her because she is clearly slow, right? She is clearly slow, and they ended up setting up this dating game thing, right? Is that what it was?
I think so. Yeah.
They've done it before with a mod as well. They're starving for content. They have dead air, so they come up with shit on the whim. And a dating game is something they came up with two people who have a little mental issues, to say the least.
Yeah. So essentially, they have this girl on there that they named one hot gal, and obviously, and I don't mean any disrespect for this, but they ironically nicknamed her that. It wasn't nice what they did to her. So they
that was her own nickname. She called herself that, to be fair.
Then good for her. I'm glad she's feeling herself. But so they do this dating game and they convince her that she is now matched with the biggest meth head on YouTube, Mike Taylor, right? So she is convinced now that Mike Taylor is her boyfriend, which to the outsider looking in, that is obviously not the case. And Pat, do you have the clip where they admit that it was a prank?
No, I don't. I think Sancho might though. Do you have it?
No, I don't. No, I don't have it right off. But yesterday, I don't even want to say his name, said that it was pretty much it gone too far. It gone too far, and it needs to be reeled back in. And that night, instead of reeling it back in, they essentially went after the Shiva for saying, "Oh, well, all these people are using you, one hot gal, to get to me. Like, people give a shit who News New England is."
Nobody cares about him. That's abundantly obvious. Like I said before, there are 7 8 million people in the world today. That is the population, right? He had to beg for 0.00013% of those people to subscribe to his YouTube channel and listen to whatever drivel comes out of his toothless mouth. That's not even being mean. It's not even an insult. It's an objective fact. He literally had to beg to get 1,000 people to subscribe to his channel to give a shit what he says. He is small potatoes, okay? And we are too, comparatively, but we are bigger than he is. It's just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And of course, Abrams gets in there and takes over the channel. And because Josh Abrams is an unrepentant, soulless fucking grifter, he now is getting to the point where he is literally trolling mentally disabled people into thinking that they have a romantic relationship that does not exist. Fuck Josh Abrams for setting that up. Fuck News New England for allowing it on his channel. And fuck Mike Taylor for not setting it straight.
Well, he's trying to get the Omaha cop block fucking shot.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, oh my God.
It's going to be interesting when Josh goes to jail at the end of the week to see how much damage has been done in the aftermath when he's locked up and nobody can touch him and nobody can get to him.
I mean, we'll see what happens to this.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I'm getting some information on Josh that I need to vet through, but I think we may have some more clarity shortly as to why, he isn't in jail right now and hasn't been. I'll put it that way. So I'm remiss to really speak on it.
Like back to the
Wilma Dixon. Wilma is telling us that Rusty Bedspring also played one hot gal. He made her believe that they were dating. It's just sociopathic. It's cruel what they're doing.
Yeah. It is.
It's unethical, and that's the issue we're having with a lot of these auditors is that they lack ethics, and we're seeing it on a nightly basis.
Or morals. They have no morals either.
Yep.
What do you know, Kate?
It's gone so bad, Kate, that he's now created a white van treatment where he only wants her to go on their show and their show only. And anyone brings it up from anywhere else, I hear feedback on myself. And if anybody brings up the topic on their channel, they get banned immediately.
Right.
Kate, you've got some kind of feedback.
Looking at the what's that?
You've got feedback coming through. I can hear myself.
It's fixed now.
Oh, hold on.
Wait,
sorry.
I'm not in the title? I'm kind of hurt by that. I'm always in the title.
Let it go.
I'm going through. I'm going to look at their. I'm going to look at their stream name and all that good stuff and see what the hell, what brilliant stuff he's putting out today. So this should be better now. Sorry, I'm not sharing audio anymore.
But Mike Taylor is the biggest beta male with no testicles because he's the one that could be ending this thing. And he's just sitting there with a smirk on his mouth, sitting there in his red light or whatever, and not saying nothing.
That guy's a nutcase.
Well, to be fair, he's not the sharpest knife. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer either, to be fair. And I wouldn't mirror that. You know why?
No.
So.
And then they're trolling that person.
Oh, it's fake Santa and fake Pop.
We've got 34 people watching right now, so congratulations on them.
Based on
The
their
whole
beliefs,
core
so
audience is just useless in life.
Oh my God, this is.
My computer is probably going to kill himself over trying to watch this.
And that's even sicker.
Oh yeah, it is. See, there's a reason why I get bullied and attacked, and I know the reason why I do. Exactly what you said, and
Hey, change the resolution of the video. You don't really need to see it. That way, it might help you with the bandwidth.
They're brainwashing.
Hold on, what?
Change the resolution.
So bad.
Yeah, I was saying if you change the resolution of the video you're watching so that your internet doesn't have to fight to, and then we'll be able to hear it.
They have
How do I
mind
do that
fucked
right
her
here?
beyond belief.
Go to quality and then put it at the lowest it can.
Okay.
And we won't be able to see it, but we'll be able to hear
That's
what they're
probably
saying.
And it was so awful that
I don't
Brian.
really want to see this.
It was so awful
you go.
last night that Brian got her to cry. I mean, it was just heartbreaking and awful.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
we
it's
hear
really, I
Mike
mean,
Taylor.
honestly, because
Tell you one thing. So I want to let you know that we love you. Everybody on this group loves it. Everybody on my channel loves it.
They're going after everybody tonight.
You know, everybody on this channel loves it.
Have they said anything nice about me yet?
You know you.
like, are you kidding me? They're sitting there telling this poor girl, everybody loves you. They trolled her into thinking that she has a boyfriend that is not her fucking boyfriend.
So we got a comment from Mike Taylor in that chat. By the way, I'm sure Masshole was trying to twist the dating game thing, which we have done with many people, including me. So is she saying we're all mentally disabled? Mike Taylor, look in the mirror, my guy. You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer either. Like, what the fuck? Can we do something better for content?
Well, look at it this way. Everybody in their chat, including Gregory Jones, he's on their, because he's the one that puts the negative comments in our chat I delete. They're all mods. Look at them all. All mods.
Oh, don't delete them. Don't delete them. Let them stay.
Well, no, he made a comment about you while your kid was on the show that I deleted.
That's okay if they make mean comments about me. It's not a big deal.
What about Rusty? I will say this: I have interacted with a lot of people on, in this community, and I think that the nicest person of all the people that I've interacted with is probably one hot girl. I think as far as genuinely just a nice person, I think Zombie is up there too. But if I had to say, there's one person who and I don't think Zombie would ever intentionally say anything mean, but I'm not saying that at all. But I think
So right there, they're saying that this girl is one of the nicest people they've ever interacted with, right? Why are they doing this to her then? Why?
Content. The guy walks.
It's just awful.
He can't. The guy can't stand up straight. He uses a walker. He lives a pathetic life. This is how he gets his rocks off. Using people. They're capitalizing off of it. And that's what he does. He's a piece of shit.
And I mean, she was getting so upset at one point on Not Now, Maybe Later's Drama Dome there, right? That she was insisting that people be blocked because they thought they were moving in on Mike Taylor, who she thinks is her boyfriend, right? And Mike Taylor knows that they're not. Mike Taylor won't even call this girl because there's no actual relationship there, but they continue to troll her into believing that there is. That is terrible. Terrible. Oh, looks like they're deleting
those
messages.
two people are probably the most kind people.
All she said was he stooped to a new low, and they blocked her.
He won't even email her.
That's what
Now
I mean.
remember,
Like,
guys,
it's cruel.
This is reflective content, just so everybody knows. So if you're watching here, Brian, this is reflective, nurturing, new, up-to-date commentary content on the shit of your show, you short, little, chubby... I could say more, but I won't.
Fucking... He's a poop emoji with a fucking mouth hole. That's what he is. Like, this is just disgusting.
Well, if it wasn't for what he would be up there if it wasn't for what he did to chickens. Can I just say this? If it wasn't for chickens, if it wasn't what he did to chickens, I'd put him up there too. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you really think One Hot Gal's parents would be okay with this? I mean, this is
no. These are basic echo chambers.
Not at all.
It should be not tolerated so much as basically ignored.
Look, they're saying, Ryan, they're streaming you. Tuna.
They're talking about fucking chickens on the First Amendment channel.
Ryan, they are streaming you. FV Tuna said.
This is why people think this movement's a joke and stuff like that.
Isn't there a female that could be the voice of reason and talk to her?
No,
Hey, and
well, GoldenEye's. I thought
how
GoldenEye's
often they
was.
actually
until
had-
GoldenEye's.
hey,
They
chat.
tried to. They tried to.
Yeah. Hey, chat. I see 17 thumbs down on that video there. Don't even give them the thumbs down, chat. It helps. Don't give
Yeah, do
any
whatever you
thumbs.
want. I don't care what they do. Honestly, we're not going to influence people on what to do on somebody else's channel. I don't give a shit. We're just objectively looking at this shit show right now and voicing without any question how disgusting it is what they're doing. Absolutely disgusting. I don't care. Like, and this is all for 38 people watching your stream, Brian. Like, how fucking pathetic. How pathetic is it that you can meddle in somebody else's life, get them all upset, make them fabricate a relationship that doesn't exist in their head so you can get 38 people watching you on a Tuesday fucking night? That's pathetic. That's pathetic.
And now they're using this woman. Now they're using this poor innocent woman as a weapon to state that you called her mentally disabled, and then he trolled mentally disabled. They're using her even more now into this little. He wants a war. It's not a war. It's not fair. The guy's a fucking idiot. It's not fair beyond belief. Trust me, I know. And he's using this woman yet again in order for content, clicks, and views. Tonight's a prime example.
Yep.
Exactly right.
She's not well. One thing said by anyone on that panel, she'll burst in tears.
And I predicted that, didn't I, Kate?
What's that?
I predicted that part, didn't I, Kate, with the special needs part.
Oh, you did say, yeah, that they would try to use that against. But, I mean, I'm not saying anything to be nasty. Like, you know, it's not an insult towards her, but she's very clearly delayed, right? There's
She admits that.
no question
She
in that.
admits that publicly.
Right.
She was on last night stating that she's slow. So all we're doing is repeating what she's saying.
Right.
Right.
Like
No,
Pat Satan
she's
was slow.
admitted this.
I
Right?
don't say that he's slow because it's not public.
Yeah, but regardless, you know, like, okay, so my point with this was it's not an insult towards her. What it is that puts her in a more vulnerable population to where, like, yeah, you should handle people like that with care. You know, you should not go out of your way to play these as what are mean-spirited jokes on them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's for attention. That's the
Oh, look
problem.
at they're
And he's
to
getting it for
copyright
that.
strike us.
I told you
Copyright
they were gonna do
strike
that.
my dick, okay? I don't give a
I
fuck.
warn you.
Like, honestly, like I don't have the same level of whatever that you guys have going on between the two of you because I don't know him. Like, I've never dealt with him personally. I don't give a fuck what he does. I think it's humorous that they want to copyright strike us. Go for it. Go for it. Because do you hear what's going on right now, guys? It's commentary, right? Like, do not attempt to copyright strike unless you think it's gonna hold up in court, and you know this will not. It's fair use, bitch.
Very
I only know
baby.
Is Taryn blocked from your panel? No, Taryn's not blocked. And I was wondering because Taryn's over there on Masshole saying that a light needs to be shined on your behavior. A light needs to be shined on my behavior. Oh, just me.
That's hilarious.
You know, they can say what they want, but isn't that bandwagon rider? So
I look at this right here. Amish Gangster says they're riding your coattails. News New England, Brian. Like, I'm sorry, how many people do we have watching right now? We have 31 people watching right now, and he has 39. And at least 6 of those people.
Do they not realize that there are half a dozen or more panels just like this one that are saying the same thing?
Right.
No.
Right,
He literally thinks it's just me and Kate doing this to him. That's how deluded and retarded he is.
Yeah, but Murph, it's not mirrored. It's not mirrored, Murph. There's nothing mirrored about this. This is live commentary.
Cindy Renee's on.
No, I'm not worried about it.
Mirroring means an exact copy.
Right. It's the same thing I said with Josh Abrams, and I'll say it about Brian Chu or any of these other guys that want to come in and try to play this threat game. I invite you to do it, because what you're doing when you file a copyright strike because you don't like what we're doing and what we're saying, offering commentary to what you put out on the internet, that is abuse of the DMCA system. If you abuse that system, YouTube will take your channel down. I'm not worried about mine, but you probably should be worried about yours if that's behavior you're going to engage in. So have at it. Absolutely. Strike me
and
as
he's already
long
been warned.
as the day. Right. Yeah. I mean, I have no problem with it. Absolutely no problem with it. And when he loses his channel and he cries over it, like,
I was going to say, if he strikes you and loses, he can only do that 3 times and then he loses a channel, right?
Incorrect. He hit me with 8 strikes and lost on 7 of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, it says it somewhere, doesn't it?
No. It's discretionary what they decide what abusing it is. But if you hit he's already hit another channel with 8 and he's lost 7. Like, he's already on thin ice with YouTube. But have at it, Brian. Do whatever you want. Like, I just feel bad for his wife if he loses his YouTube channel, because she probably doesn't want to deal with him. She's probably quite happy with him being sucked on the internet all day long. Let's be real, though. Who do you think is worse, this thing or Glenn Hole's racist diatribe? I would say Glenn is definitely still worse, but I mean, he's pretty fucking terrible too.
Yeah, but what we're seeing here is just gang mentality. They're so insecure in themselves. I've got to get into a gang to do all this shit, led by bitch tits. I mean,
Well, I kind of tend to think this is worse, because the cop can actually defend himself and knows what's going on. She really doesn't. That makes it worse to me.
Hey, Kate,
I mean, she's definitely.
Go ahead.
What's that?
No, I was going to say, I got man baby handler's message and I answered them, by the way. They said you said to message me.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I took care of it.
I am disgusted by this, because again, like, she's a vulnerable human being, and this is
right. They're aware of that. They know that. She publicly talks about her issues. She has said multiple times that her ex-boyfriend killed himself. Dozens of times. Every time she's on a panel, she says that. Every single time. Brian knows that. Josh knows that. And they utilize her for content because they're too stupid enough to come up with anything original themselves besides karaoke, which isn't even original content. It's someone else's fucking music. So they utilized 2 people that have issues, and they exploited them for content. One of them thought it was real. The other one didn't. It took them days to tell the one that it wasn't real, that it was real, and look what's going on now. Manipulation.
Oh, I know, it's terrible.
Well, that's what it always is. When they realize that the shit show they put on was such a shit show, it's a quick, let's turn it around on the people who think it was, who think we did something wrong. And so that's what,
It shows just what a lack of morals they actually have. I mean, they've got no standard whatsoever, no moral values whatsoever. This is just, it's a game, and they don't care who they hurt in the process.
All right, we've got people trying to join in, so I'm going to have to drop some people down to let them in. So does anyone volunteer?
I'm out.
What's that?
I'll leave.
I'll go.
Okay. All right, bye, Sasquatch. I don't know. Somebody keeps trying to join, and it's probably one of these idiots.
Shiva would be great, because Shiva covered it today. And Shiva was accused of bullying this woman, essentially, because she was crying. And literally, this woman bullied Brian to boot Shiva last night. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
She bullied Brian?
Hello, Shiva.
Hi, Shiva.
How are you all doing?
Hey, Shiva.
I've just come from FTP stream, so... but I heard you were talking about Brian and one hot gal, and I suppose I've got something to add. So yeah, here I am.
Great.
So I mean, I'm guessing you're just kicking it about, are you? I don't know where you are.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, no, we were just talking about what they did to her, and how cruel I feel that it is.
Are you able to say what happened to you last night, Shiva?
Well, I mean, I kind of went on the panel. So what happened was I went on their panel to ask them some questions about it because I wanted to find, because it had been said in someone else's chat, not now, maybe later, is that she wasn't trolling, she was believing what she was saying, and it was because of some dating game. And so I went on to Brian's panel to kind of ask some questions about it, and then they brought her up, and she was kind of in floods of tears. And then the conversation got diverted away from the ethics of their actions onto how upset she was. So that was kind of, frustrating. And then today I've been accused of picking on a mentally disabled girl and making her cry. But my take on it is...
Anybody?
Sorry?
Do we have the clips of any of this? Anyone, anywhere? Because people are asking, and I don't think I haven't even all of it, to be completely honest.
I mean, no, I haven't watched back, but it's probably still on Brian's channel, right? I mean...
Yeah, Pat, it's in the middle to the end of it, last night's show, if you want to try to find it, Pat.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it.
My take on it is that they're being cowards, because what they're trying not to do, like, rather than just saying to her, it's never going to happen with Mike, you just need to forget it, and then having her being upset by that in the short term, they're trying to kind of, smooth it over by fudging it, and I think it's cowardice, and the end result is cruel, but that's my take on it.
It's at 128.50 mark, Pat.
128?
128.50 that Shiva's on, and he's about to talk about it, or he's in the middle of talking about it. Yeah, but the part to see is when she pops up and shows that mentally she shouldn't be on any panels, but it's ratings, it's views, it's content. Yeah.
I'm just saying trolling in general.
I mean,
I don't know.
think
I don't know if trolling it would be the right term. Is all I'm saying.
Like, if you're okay, let's substitute the word trolling with the word joking,
or misunderstanding.
No, I mean,
right. Well, see, then if you say misunderstanding, that implies that she thought the dating game was real.
Or yeah, whatever. I don't know how to.
I don't think
it's a tough
any of us
situation.
could say if she does or if she doesn't. That's something she has to say.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then, so
precisely.
let's let her.
Anna, if that's you, please let me see your face, because the last person didn't sound like. Okay.
This needs to happen stop right now, Shiva, and I mean it. This is ridiculous. What the hell is going on? I don't need this crap. This is bull crap. What the fuck? Are you coming up on here and talking about me? I have enough of this. Please, I'm gonna quit this channel if you don't fucking stop it. And I mean it. Stop it.
Sarah.
I don't care. No, I had it. No.
Sarah.
No, I can have up. No, I had it. I can't stand it. I thought it was done and over with.
Sarah, it's Brian. Hold on a second. Okay, Sarah. You knew it was you knew that it was a joke when it was first started.
I actually wait a second. I really liked Mike in the very beginning, like I said before. Okay, in the very beginning, when I first saw him in Tank Boy's chat, the very first day I saw him in there, and I liked him. Okay, Shiva. Okay, understand that. After that last day I saw him in there, I thought I would never see him again until I just started to come on this channel. then I liked him more. Then I got to be able to talk to him more because with him in Tank Boy News, whatever, Tank Boy's channel, I hardly ever talked to him, and now I finally got to talk to him, finally getting to know him, and I really do like him, and it's not a game. I liked him way before this, Shiva.
But you knew you're not in a serious relationship. You know the difference, right? You know the difference if you're in a serious relationship or if you're in
Yeah,
a
but the thing is that, like I said, we taking it slow. Why don't people? I am going to.
It's so sick to watch
You need to
him
stop.
manipulate her like this.
No, I'm serious. No, no, it's done. If it's not done, I am.
When we end it this time, I'm not going to ever let anybody talk about this again. Okay?
This is no. I had enough.
promise
This continued. You know how many days I dealt with this?
Absolutely.
3 days. 3 days. 3.
She's like telling him, yes, I liked him. Yes, I thought it was real. And he keeps trying to get her to say the other. And she's,
No, I
you know,
get my shirt off.
She admitted that Brian said that he was single, and that's what got her
I
excited.
bring this to a conclusion, hot girl.
But what?
It's not working.
I know, but just let's put an end to it right now, okay? She is asking this because people have said that you thought you were in a serious relationship.
You know what? To this point,
Anyone else think she's putting on an act?
no, not at all.
No.
This is a real
No,
deal.
I don't.
people think.
I know,
I
sir.
put my foot down. I'm saying it like how it is. I would get my ass in trouble if I keep this up. My parents can hear me.
Let me just say this. I think you'll agree with this, Sarah. What she thinks and what Mike thinks and what they do is between those two, and we don't have, and it predates the whole quote unquote dating game. That the dating game,
Well,
the game
sorry.
was a joke, but they
Right,
were
but
already
she's-
flirting online a little bit, and it is what it is. And we don't need to be talking about it. It's over.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you, Indy.
Can I ask a question?
Thank you very much.
Can I ask a question?
I don't know if
Sarah?
I will answer it because I've been seeing this shit for too long. And Andy, Andy, answer your question.
Just be nice with the question.
Yeah.
Shiva.
No, I will. So, Sarah, I understand completely what you're saying, but I'm going to ask you, if you don't want people to talk about it, then or to bring it up, then why go into somebody else's stream? Not now, maybe later stream. And talk about it.
Okay. Why? Okay. Answer my question. Then why does the trolls come in there? I don't
Answer my question.
The trolls come in there and talk to me about it, and then other people was answering and questioning about it. Answer that. No, I don't have to answer your question.
I can't answer for other people.
At this point in time,
you cannot talk for them. No, Shiva.
No, I can't.
Shiva, Sarah.
I can only talk for me. You can only talk for you.
I disagree with Indy. Just drop it.
So, yeah, I think it's time to
Kate, can you pause it for a second? Hey, Paulie Crispy. First of all, nobody sat on this end for pointing out the devious shit that you guys did to this young lady and pointing the truths out. We're not the devious ones. You guys are the ones who misled this young lady into believing some relationship she was going to get with some dude if she took it slow, and then got a dating show when you people knew she liked him, when you people knew in the background there was messages going back and forth. You knew the manipulation was there, and you guys proceeded to do a dating show. And then when the shit hit the fan,
mental issues.
and when the shit, right, and when the shit hit the fan, and people called you on it, now everybody else is bad for pointing out what you did wrong. No, may God have your soul, you scumbag.
He doesn't mind that.
Like,
a real scumbag. Yeah, he doesn't mind that. I mean, that stream's still up. He doesn't mind.
And then, on top of that, we have people in the chat now saying that she's sending money to this Mike Taylor guy. God help you. that you're
Because
taking money from this woman. Fuck you guys for real. I'm dead serious. Fuck you guys for real. You're terrible, terrible individuals. You are terrible people. If there is a hell, you are going to it.
And that was the setup, Kate. I can guarantee you, Mike. He's a manipulator. He's an ex-drug addict. He knew he could get money from her, right? So what's he do? He does what he does.
Worse.
Yeah, it's deep. It's deep.
She demands Shiva to get off the panel, and Brian obliges. It gets bad.
Should I continue it?
She literally throws her fist in the air and everything, and they're okay with that. They're okay with her having mental breakdowns on their stream because it's happening on their stream.
Brian and
I can't take this no more.
Sarah, calm down. Just hold just a second. They're
hang
trying.
on, hang on. Why are you so upset?
They're using and
why are you so upset, Sarah?
I can't handle this shit no more.
They're using Sarah to make Brian and Josh look bad. They're
Sarah,
that's
what
they're using you, Sarah. And
they're using you to get it. I mean, they're using you to get at me. They're using you.
In this channel, we will watch for you and keep you safe in this channel.
They're using you
okay?
to get it. All right.
When you're in this channel, we're going to keep you safe from now on. Okay, Sarah?
I can't handle this anymore. I can't sit anymore. I gotta shut it off.
Yeah, I can't take
I'm sorry.
it.
That bothers me. They're saying they're going to keep her safe, blah, blah, blah. They're exploiting her. You know what? I would feel bad if somebody trolled me into thinking I had a relationship that I didn't have. That would suck anyway. It would suck 10 times more knowing that it's being broadcast over the internet. It's just terrible. It's terrible what they're doing. And they're brainwashing her to thinking that they're on her side.
It's not First Amendment channel, that's for sure. It's not a 1A channel like it's promoted to be. That's for sure.
And they're accusing other people of using Sarah. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
The least they can do is apologize. That's the least they can do.
I mean, I understand she works with, I mean, she lives with her parents. Somebody should find her parents and notify, you know, like what she is being subjected to, like what she's the victim of right now, because it's terrible. It's terrible.
They're aware of everything. They're aware of her past. They're aware of her disabilities. And they still allow her on there to make a joke of her and exploit her and groom her. I mean, it's a lot like the broken prostitute theory with a pimp. They're manipulating, grooming, capitalizing, and doing all that with her. It's just vile.
It just shows you what level of depravity, you know, somebody like Josh Abrams can bring people down to. It's you know, he's manipulated this whole thing. These people have gone along for the ride, and now they think it's perfectly okay to do it. And I mean, they're too fucking stupid to realize that how they're being used and manipulated, and it's all for one person's shits and giggles, basically. You know, it's just it amazes me how fucking stupid people are. It really does. You know,
but beyond
there's no line. There's no line. There's no line. That's right. There's no line.
Do you think they're being sadistic or just cowardly? Because I tend to err towards cowardly rather than sadistic.
Oh, they're definitely
I think-
cowardly, because as soon as they get called out on it, it's somebody else's fault, isn't it? And that's a standard MO of a coward.
But I mean, just in terms of how they're now relating to one hot gal rather than, or Sarah, I mean, well, let's call it, yeah. But rather than saying it's not going to happen with Mike, you need to kind of definitely put that out of their mind. And I think that's really Mike's responsibility, right? I mean, he's the one that needs to do that.
Which of course he's not going to do, because he's a coward as well.
Now, Freebird Laura says when she first started going on News New England, they were starting to pick on her. Wasn't until Joe Cool told them she's a good person and back off. And guys, honestly, that's why, like, say what you will about Joe Cool. I like the guy because he has a fucking soul. My man has a soul. You know what I mean? Like, you know, do I agree with everything the guy does? No, but he's a decent person.
And also,
He's out of place.
Joe Cool. You can persuade Joe Cool with reasoned argument. You can persuade him that he's wrong.
And he's got a job. And he's got a job as well, unlike a lot of these other auditors. You know,
Right.
he actually works.
Right.
Yes.
He goes to work.
Now, I have a question. Did anyone see that woman last week? Shiva, you saw her. No name.
Oh,
remember her, the woman who had a little issues, who was tweaking out?
On what panel? Where?
On News New England. She was tweaking out on there, looking a little frosty flaky.
I mean, only vaguely. You got to remember, Sancho. There's been a lot of shit that's happened.
Well, she was she was in the chat this morning, and Brian's like, "Oh, come on the panel tonight. You're interesting. Come on the panel." All he wants to do is expose and exploit. That's all he wants to do because he sits on his fat ass and gets paid to do it.
You got to remember, you've got a bunch of perverts in there too. I mean, if you look at if it's a woman, that they intend on exploiting her any way they can. I mean, you watch it. You know, they called you a predator, but everything they're doing at the moment is predatory behavior.
Hey, Kate.
And the women are too fucking stupid to realize it.
Kate, I could only do bronze. My $100,000 YouTube check didn't come in this month, and so
thank you for joining.
So I'm disabled. So I hit you with a bronze. That's the best I can do for this month.
Oh, hey, thank you. Yeah, you guys don't feel like you have to join, but we always appreciate what you guys do.
I mean,
welcome to the emoji club.
Oh,
it's the bucket.
Oh shit.
Bucket boy.
What's going on, everybody? I just came into the stream and I seen what we were talking about, and I seen the video about poor Sarah. I gotta say that's the one reason why I'm glad I stepped away from NNE before that became me, because the fact of the matter is they're good for using people.
They did it to you too, bro.
And it's horrible. I dealt with it. Sarah's now dealing with it. I think Sarah, I'm sorry to say, I mean this in the most respectful and polite way, I think she has too much of a disability to realize that she's being played and used. Sorry to say. And she doesn't realize it herself, and she keeps going and putting herself in the same situation to where I realized it, and I got myself out of the situation when I knew it was time.
Hey, Bucket. Hey,
and I just feel horrible for her.
Hey, Kate.
Polly's comment.
Jessica H. Wrote a song, and I'm going to try and sing it for everybody.
It's brilliant.
Why the fuck you lying? 22 view Brian. Hot girl victim complying. News old denying. Way out of touch with reality. Sancho keep rising. Masso keep shining. This whole panel so gratifying. I just nutted. Sorry.
Paulie, you should get up here.
Somebody would have voiced.
That was fantastic.
She killed that.
Yeah, I think Polly.
Yeah, Paul. If we're such sick fucks, why are you guys doing what you're doing to fucking poor Sarah?
Why are we the ones that are sick?
Why are we the ones? Yeah,
you
right.
Get up here, Paulie. Get up here, man.
We're not the ones that are exploiting Sarah.
Guys, technically you can't because there's 10 people on. So, just saying.
I'm happy to drop down.
I'm sure any of us would be happy to drop down so you can talk.
Well, I'll drop down. Jesus Christ. Let him talk.
Come on, boy.
Come on up here, Polly.
Yo, I'm good at getting people up on panel, like I was with Josh that night. Paulie Crispy, come on down. You're the next contestant on the Masters right.
But listen, what's he going to come on here and say? He has nothing to defend. The proof is in the video.
6 fucks, though. I want to know why we're 6 fucks.
Somebody's echoing.
Glitter, jump on there. Why is it saying the studio is
Mid-Ohio
full?
independent journalist. Mid-Ohio independent journalist should get up here as well.
Am I still echoing?
Hold on. It's
Yeah,
saying that
somebody is.
someone's trying to join. But It's not full right now, so I'm not sure what they're talking. Just talk, oh honey. I'm just gonna drop you down for a minute because you haven't been saying much. What the heck is going on here? No, it's not full. So come on up.
I see you, Buckin.
What's going on, everybody?
I've been banned from everywhere but here, just for the record.
You're not banned from my channel.
Well, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
banned from
they're
everywhere.
two. Yeah, besides you.
Bucket, can you
No,
check
Glitter, get in
your-
here.
Can you check your settings, please, sweetie? You're echoing. Have you got?
Yes, I put my headphones in now. I got you guys. My bad.
Thank you.
Glitter, you can come on up here.
Like, I'm permanently
It's saying
banned
it's
from that thing.
Hold on.
She might not
If
be
I'm
doing the
kicking
right
you,
thing.
then I'm sorry. No, it's saying that it's full. If I'm kicking you, then I'm sorry. I'm not trying to kick you because I don't like you. I like you all very much. I'm kicking you because I'm trying to make this studio not full. All right. Oh, here we go. That worked. All right. So Glitter, try again.
Oh, Glitter's coming up?
Yeah.
Check 1, check 2.
Glitter's been on here?
Glitter's been trying to get on, but we've had, an issue with it, the studio being too full. So I just cleared it out a little bit for Glitter. And Polly, if he really wants to tell us about.
No, Paulie's too gutless, like the rest of them.
He's going to want to promote his channel now that it's channel.
But it's not. Yeah, it's hey, Bucket
Oh,
Boy.
you want a cracker?
Bucket Boy.
Oh, here we go. Hey, Glitter.
Hey, Glitter.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey,
Somebody's
it's
still
me.
echoing.
It's
Okay, so us talking about this, I just wanted to set. Hold on, I'm sorry. I wanted to set the record straight. My dogs are assholes. Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
Okay.
I can.
So this whole thing started because I was messing with Mike. Just because he's retarded. So she started doing her thing. No, he's my man. And we were like, okay, whatever. Didn't even think anything of it. Because honestly, like I told everybody, I'm new to all this. So I didn't really know how she was. But yesterday, when we were messing with him again, she started. But the whole chat kept telling her, no, it was a sick joke that Brian put on you. It wasn't anybody else. And even I finally came out and said, look, I do not want him. I am more concerned about you right now. I know you think I'm a troll, but no, that's not cool what they're doing to you. And then last night, they made her cry, and it was horrible. And I felt so bad and felt so guilty about it because she was crying. And then she flat out says, I like him, and I like him a lot. And Mike never jumped up and said anything to her about it. Nothing. And Brian was playing it off. And then when somebody, I forgot who it was, if it was Shiva or somebody, I forgot, said, Paulie admitted on his live stream that he said it was a joke. It was admitted it was a joke, and it went too far.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So I'm echoing through you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I put my headphones in?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, hold on. Sorry.
That's okay.
She's nervous. She's on with
So
Sancho.
can NNE and Polly come over?
So what I was going to say was, regardless of whether or not something is a joke or something is, let's just say, scripted, right? When you knowingly put somebody of that mental capacity in a situation where she believes that something is real that is not real, right? And the people involved know it's not real, but are continuing to push to her that it is real. So they're creating a reality for somebody who doesn't function well in creating her own realities, right? And then they knew that it was going on prior to the dating show, so they capitalized on the fact that she was already in, right? They used her for content, and when they realized how wrong it was for what they were doing,
How about you come over, Kate, and let's debate this on NNE right now.
Can I just finish? Mute him.
Nobody can talk about your show, Brian.
He wants to rub.
Hey, can I finish?
Yeah, he's over there talking bad shit about it.
Can I finish?
I'll tell you what, how about you give me
Can I finish?
I'll bring
Can I finish on our show? Not your show, Brian.
Jay Walbert, he wants to beg to get somebody over so they'll watch his pathetic channel. Nobody's ever going to watch your pathetic channel. See these numbers? These are low for us, Brian. And this is something you will never see in your entire pathetic life. Get the fuck off my channel. You're a loser.
Peace. So like I was saying, Glitterbug, like
NNE's here.
When you knowingly do something like that, whether or not it's a joke or not, it's still morally wrong. Right.
Right.
So like, for instance, that issue they had where they were yelling at somebody's husband who they knowingly thought was an abuser, they're knowingly putting that other person at risk.
Right.
It's the same thing here, only worse. You know that this person has a mental deficiency, right? You know she has a hard time creating a real reality. Clearly, she says it herself, and she drinks on top of it, and then you know what I mean, and then you get a bunch of guys telling her how amazing this man is for her. You know, it's just all a bunch of BS, and it's sad that they did it. And no one's going to Brian's channel for anything. Content is what content is. True content will get what it needs.
I mean, it's just sick.
He's an anti-American. He hates freedom of speech. He wants clicks and views. He's getting a hard on for the first time in 18 years because we're talking about him.
Think about this. When you got 37 people in your chat, 25 of them are mods, and the other 12 are banned. What's that?
Has anyone considered that this whole thing was scripted?
It doesn't. But it doesn't matter. NJ, that's what we're saying is whether it was a joke, whether it was scripted, she clearly she thought it was real, and she said she thought it was real. Specifically thought it was real.
Are you absolutely sure she?
Yes, she came out many times. She came out many times and said, I liked him. I was really liking him before this all happened. And I went to another panel and I didn't think I would ever see him again. And then he finally came back and she got to see him. So she liked him more and more and more. And she said, yeah, we're taking it slow. And Mike didn't say a word to her. He kept feeding it and feeding it and feeding it.
And getting money.
Yeah. And the only time the only time he actually came out to saying it was a joke is when Paulie got on that panel. He said it before on his show, but he got on that panel and he said, yes, it was a joke. It got out of hand. And then Brian goes, well, do you really honestly think you're in a relationship with him? We all know you're smarter than what everybody gives you credit for. So him saying that, he knows that she's got something going on. And then he goes and tells her to drink. I mean, I just don't get this guy. And it's really just makes me sick. And I feel so bad that I kind of started it, which I wasn't trying to start it with her. Let's just be clear on that one.
It's anybody that they can try and get views and clicks from. They try, and when it doesn't work, you get kicked to the curb, and you're a has-been. So
right.
If you don't view the same line they do, if you don't do the same narrative, if you don't agree with what comes from the top, AFA, and all the way down, then you're just going to get pushed aside. That dude, Mike, used to come on all of the other panels and used to be such a great talker against all this shit. And now he got sucked on NNE's panel and became something. And now look what he's doing, you know?
It's not even that, though. It's not about him using either. It's also about him just doing it for clickbait.
Thing that I look at is the fact that this is the internet and no one can really determine, unless they're involved, what goes on behind the scenes between these people. This whole thing could have been an act. You'll never know because you're not the individuals involved. The thing that I look at it is, if this person is that low to be able to do these sort of things to other people, why bother giving him?
Is that mid South Dakota on the panel now or no? Who's the one with the M on it?
Without an audience, these people will disappear.
Is that guy still on here? The guy with an M, mid South Dakota or mid Ohio, whatever his name is.
Yeah, that was Brian.
I'm
Wasn't it?
picking the content for Brian. That's who it is. Yeah.
He
okay.
He literally thinks that Kate's gonna throw 3 people off to bring his people in, who are all mentally retarded. Like, come on.
Yeah, this show doesn't need any tarnish on it.
Thing. Sancho, can I ask one thing? Not out of sensitivity. Can we just not use the word retard?
Sorry, Bucket.
The fuck out of here, Bucket.
Oh, you're not.
I can be a little retarded myself at times, you know? And I would take offense to that for when I am the retard myself.
We're all retarded every now and then. I'm not going after people with mental disabilities.
I'm always retarded. Just look what's in my hand all the time.
Hey, Kate, and let me kind of give you an apology for saying what I did say, but just that comes from me, and everybody knows that doesn't come from Masshole when I said what I said, but that was just my way of proving to them on the inside, like, you know, you guys got no content. Look at your fucking numbers the last 2 weeks. You look at your numbers the last 2 weeks. It's been nothing, you know, and that's why.
Oh, wait.
So I just want to apologize to you, and you know, I'll suck Sancho's dick later.
Yeah, fuck it. You're next. Get in line, Bucket.
Try to rejoin Brian.
So I just have a quick question for Kate. Hey, Kate.
Yeah.
Sancho says he's Steve Withers.
Remember, how are you, first of all? How you been?
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Anyways. Kate, remember when I first started with News New England?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and remember how he only had 749 subscribers?
Yeah, it's been a slow crawl from there.
And then I left News New England, I got away from him. And now all of a sudden he's 100 subscribers behind me, roughly.
Brian's trying to get in.
How the fuck did that even happen like that?
Josh, begging.
He started sucking Josh's cock.
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking.
Oh, is AFA trying to come?
You got to be able to find Josh's cock first.
6 pack needle.
You can use a
Hey, you guys actually let me on your panel. Hey, it's great to be here. It's kind of
Furry, Brian.
Funny to see Josh in the center there. So, Bucket
Furry,
Boy,
Brian.
how you doing? I hear a voice in the background.
I'm over here, retard.
Shit,
I'm over
something
here.
or other. El shit something or other.
Retard, I'm over here. How are you?
Is that El Shitzo up there in the corner?
Brian, is that the best
how
you
are
got?
you? Hey, El
Brian?
Shitzo. Hey, El Shitzo, where do you live? Oh, okay. Kate. So tell me, Kate.
Brian, El Shitzo
you're
isn't
trying-
even a clever nickname.
Hey,
I'm going to have
Kate.
to insist.
Kate.
If you're on my panel, you cut the stupid shit, okay?
Kate,
Nobody finds
okay.
you amusing. His name is
Kate.
El Sancho. El
Calm
Shitzo
down,
is not
Kate.
clever.
Calm
Why don't you tell
down, Kate.
Can you tell us how you came up with the list? can you tell us how you came up with the predator list? Because everybody's still dying to know how you sourced that list when you called him a child molester.
He can't even answer the question because he's too stupid.
He won't.
So let's talk about the question at hand here. You're saying that we're mistreating Sarah. Now, why is it Sarah is over on my channel right now saying about how nobody on my channel has mistreated her?
Because you're a no-teeth grooming manipulator.
Because trolls have been coming in, and the trolls
have
been sent in.
You told her to believe she was in a relationship, Brian. That is unconscionable.
Brian, whether she says she was or not, the evidence shows. The evidence shows she was.
Sarah herself says she knows she was never in a what you guys want to say, a relationship.
So your show scripted.
With Michael.
So your show scripted.
So what she's saying
answer the question. Your show scripted?
Is that she's in a
friendship. So your show scripted.
She's in a friendship with Mike.
Can anybody hear me?
And her flirt back together.
Yeah, I can hear you
talk.
asking Brian repeatedly if the show is scripted. Yeah, I can hear that. So, Brian, does that mean that your show is scripted, Brian? Brian, does that mean your show is scripted?
Okay, so then...
Okay.
Absolutely. If there's something that we want to do, absolutely. We plan it out. We talk about it. We talk about how it's going to come up.
Question about the script. So if you
we're talking no. I know you guys. No,
it's not your show. It's not your show, you old fuck.
It's not. Listen, you scripted a show about a mentally challenged girl going on a date or getting
you
into
guys
a relationship.
would love to
mute
change
him.
it.
Mute him. If he's not going to shut
Mute
up.
that old fuck. Mute him.
Listen, Brian, you scripted a show. You scripted a show about a girl was going to get in a relationship or thought she was, who you knew was behind the scenes.
Learn respect, you old fuck. Learn respect, you old fuck. Stop talking over people. Shut your pie hole and let someone talk.
Hey,
choke on your gums.
Everybody, let him talk. Let him have his say, and then we'll have ours. Okay?
Yeah. So if Sarah's over there saying that nobody from the show mistreated her. Sarah's over there saying that
not what we're.
No, listen. Sarah's over there saying
was that scripted too?
That she liked Mike before she even met Mike on our show.
Brian, that's what we're trying to explain to you, you fucking idiot.
Shut up, you stupid
No,
bastard.
You shut the fuck up. This ain't your show, so shut up now. Shut up. Shut up and listen, you dumb dick. This is real world.
Hang on, everybody.
No. Wait a second, Moxie. Listen. You're not going to get that.
Brian, let him talk, dude. They're being a
Brian,
saying that
you scripted a show.
Brian, we keep muting you for a reason. Brian, you dumb piece of shit. We are muting you for a reason. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put him backstage because he can't stay muted.
He's not
going to be a big boy.
So,
Brian, he can't be a fucking big boy as usual.
You guys, you can't just let him. He's going to ramble. He's not going to answer the question. You got to.
But just let him say what he has to say, and then we'll.
No, Moxie, because
there isn't anything that he says.
Yeah, you're waiting.
He never says anything.
Look. Hang on. The number one thing is we have the proof. We've got the video. We know what he did. Whether it's scripted or not. They went after a mentally vulnerable person, and it's on script. And they didn't have the decency to hang on. They didn't have the decency to stop. They took it too far, and they've hurt somebody very badly. And that is the be all and end of the whole thing.
And that's what
as they like to say, video doesn't lie.
And that's what I'm trying to say to him. Don't bullshit us. No talking around the bush. No that she's sitting here saying nothing's happened. We don't want to hear any of that. The fact is what you just said is what I was trying to say to him, and the video shows it. Multiple videos show it. So there's no need for him to come on here and blabber his jargon on this network to everybody when the answer is what it is. It's either come on here and say, yeah, I was fucking wrong for what I did because we scripted something, or say I wasn't wrong and I believe in what I'm doing, and then we really know you're a piece of shit and you still can go.
The bottom line is that if he just apologized for it, and said, yes, we did take it too far, then maybe we'd have some respect. But that's not going to happen because they're all incredibly morally bankrupt, and that's
he admitted it himself. He said that she's already acknowledged that she is developmentally delayed, right, or disabled. She acknowledges that she liked this guy prior to anything else. With that knowledge, they then decide to go ahead and set up this dating game anyway. Then they go back and emotionally gaslight her into thinking that they didn't do anything wrong. Thank you for that, AZ. You're right.
Perfect.
It's like a rapist mentality where the victim says you didn't do anything wrong, so it's okay.
It's like when my crackhead friend's like helping me look for the crack we lost that he smoked a half hour ago. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
Okay.
But this is the thing. This is what I was saying earlier. That is predatory behavior. What they're doing is predatory behavior.
Yeah, and Mike doing that shit behind the scenes is even worse, right? He's messing behind the scenes. Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, guys. Kate, is Brian still here?
No, I put him backstage so he'd shut the fuck up and then rage quit.
Can he hear me?
Probably.
No, if he's watching, he can hear you.
I just want to say one thing. Brian, please come up on panel. That's up to Kate. Mate, you won't outswear me. You won't outcurse me. You won't outthink me. Have no illusion about that. I want to know if you got the balls to admit you did a fucking disgusting thing, and will you apologize to that young lady?
He's got no accountability, Jimmy. He'll just
I know that.
over
I
you
want
with
him to
his
prove me wrong.
Yeah, they're just
Prove
going
me
to come
wrong,
up.
Brian. Be a man.
Just prove
Be
he's
a
a piece of
man
shit.
and apologize to her.
Yeah, we tried Jimmy once.
I'm calling you out.
That'll never happen.
All he wanted to do was just say, "Oh no, she's on my show right now, saying we didn't do nothing wrong."
He just kept trying to justify it. That's all we tried to do was justify it.
At least Crispy admitted it. He hasn't apologized, but he admitted it. I'll give him a little bit of credit for that. Brian, grow a set. Admit what you did and apologize to the lady.
So, hey guys, what exactly? I genuinely want to know this. What exactly do you think Brian did?
Welcome, Polly.
Oh, it's not Brian. Okay, Paulie.
What's up, Shiva?
All right.
Which, by the
All
way,
right,
I
can
hate
only
your
answer.
name. Go ahead.
The Church
Yeah.
of Four.
You
Come on,
always
it's
do Shiva
fantastic.
Go ahead.
All right, so it's actually not what. All right, it's a combination of things, right? Initially, it's actually what Josh did in hosting this dating show with a woman who it's clear liked Mike, and then pairing them together, right? But then what Brian and the rest of you have done, and I'm including you in this.
I'm definitely included. If you're going to include them, you have to include me. Absolutely. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I am.
Yep.
And I'm disappointed in you.
I'm
I
sorry.
just want to say that.
Go ahead.
But you then allowed this to continue to such a point where it really came to my attention because Sarah is going into other people's chats, acting
it came
as
to your
if.
attention, not now, maybe later's, right?
No, yeah. But I thought she was trolling. Right,
No, I
it
know.
came
You
to
said-
my
you said that yesterday.
right, but it came to my attention that she thought this was a real thing when she was talking in not now maybe later's chat, a completely unrelated chat, saying how Mike was a fellow and they're taking it slowly, and then
every
other people
female-
saying,
And every female that said hi to Mike, she blocked and attacked.
so
Can I just jump in, Shiva?
so.
Well,
Can I just jump in?
keep in mind. Let's be completely honest. If we're going to be completely honest, let's be completely honest. Those people bring it up. They were trolls, and they were saying it to troll her. So let's not make any quorums about that. That's all.
Hey,
That's all.
That's
that
all.
was going on.
That's all.
Go ahead.
Listen, hold on. That's all semantics. The core, the base. You guys always want to talk about like the outside around shit. We're talking about what actually fucking happened. You manipulated a
Buddy,
woman.
you don't have to cuss at me.
Listen,
I'm able to have a
Crispy,
conversation.
Paulie,
Go ahead.
you
buddy.
manipulated a woman who she can't control her own reality on a normal basis. She's mentally challenged. right? You tricked her into thinking that she was going to have a relationship with a guy that she invested her own time in, okay? And then to find out it was all scripted and wasn't real and was a figment of her. Do you understand what that does
Well,
to
first
somebody?
off, what do you mean it was all scripted? Where did you get that? It was all scripted?
Brian said it was all scripted.
Not 5 minutes
Hey, guys,
ago.
can you
He
hear
said
me?
it was
This is Murphy.
scripted. Yes,
Hey,
we can hear you, Murphy.
G'day, buddy.
So what I'm saying to you, Paulie, is that when you knowingly put a person, mentally challenged person, in a situation, right, to alter her reality and to make her believe something that is factually untrue, not only that, but to have the guy, not saying you or anybody else, but Mike in the background reinforcing the behaviors by texting and almost dangling the carrot at the end of the donkey's lips. Do you understand what we're saying?
Right.
I think.
Can I
Just
just
in the
step
hang
in
on.
for a second? Shiver, please. Can I just say
Sure,
one
sure,
thing?
sure, Anyone sure. can
Glitterbug was a part of this, but she did not know that
No,
one hot
I'm
girl
here,
was.
but I can't barely
She did
hear
not
you
know.
guys.
She did not know that one hot girl was mentally challenged,
Jimmy,
and the
you're
second she
breaking up big
found
time.
out, she was
Can you
horrified
drop
at
me
her own
down maybe and
behavior.
bring me back up?
Yeah.
Please.
The second she found out, she was horrified at her own behavior.
We
and
can hear
she's
you,
feeling,
Murphy.
1 second,
and
I'll
she's
write them down.
feeling really bad.
Hang on a tick. Sorry.
Yeah. So my point is this: the people that was trolling her. You could and what's his name? I don't even know. I can't see her name, so I don't know who's talking when they do. But so I apologize. I just know
Hello?
Shiva's voice is pretty easy.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you,
Murphy.
All right, 1 second. Wait. Hey, let me shut off that Bluetooth. Wait.
Yeah.
So getting back to what I was saying, I don't know what video you guys have, but
fine. What can I
when
do
we
for you?
made that whole dating game up, she wasn't the only person up there.
Mhm.
It wasn't the intentions to manipulate or make someone feel bad or
Who else was on
any
it?
of that.
Who else was on it?
I was on it.
How did it turn out for you?
What's that?
Are you madly in love? How did it turn out for you?
It didn't turn out great. Shelly
Someone-
wasn't having it, buddy.
Okay, because
Shelly wasn't having it.
Seeds line
But
over.
so the intentions
It's
wasn't to make
line.
anyone feel bad. We were just
Okay, that comes under quarantine.
Can you mute Morgie?
Just let me double check it with you.
Yeah, you gotta mute
Morgie.
Morgie.
Morgie, turn yourself off.
7 Lima 6.
Pat, you gotta mute her.
Juliet. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
she's about to say my
Your
brother.
infection-
Yeah, I don't
Pat,
think we
you gotta
should
mute her.
carry a conversation for sure. We good?
Hey, I got to say, being up on panel with Kate, damn, she's even better looking up close.
Really?
Not
You
tonight.
You
No,
can't
but
even
I
see
mean, okay,
Kate.
so your defense is that you had more than just this woman
Yeah. So
involved.
no,
but
my defense is that if you think there was any malicious act of making someone look bad, and that's why we brought her up, or any of that, that just wasn't the case. Now you can say what you want, but it just wasn't the case.
The woman had a mental
That's not
breakdown
my
last night.
accusation.
yeah, I mean, why did you let it go so far? Like, why would you?
Shiva, they stopped you from talking, so I apologize. I don't know what your question was, but Kate, go ahead. What was you saying, hon?
Why was it allowed to go so far? Because she was distraught. That's not cool.
Well, she was
And why
distraught.
can't Brian and that apologise now?
Make no. What's that?
Why can't Brian and that apologise now?
What are we apologizing for?
That's your cowardice. Your cowardice. Your
But
emotional
instigating
cowardice.
So
you can't be serious.
Are we
apologising?
listen? Are we apologizing?
Did you not
for
see
her?
one hot girl crying her ass off on 2 or 3 streams?
She was
Are you-
crying. Listen, she
Are you
was
so
crying.
bloody heartless?
Am I allowed to talk, or are you just going to speak over top me?
Well, you're asking dumbass questions. What do you?
Yeah.
apologise?
No, I'm not asking any questions.
Is it scripted?
Today.
Is it scripted?
I don't think it's scripted. What do you mean? Why would it be scripted?
The boss said it was.
In all fairness, he said it was often scripted. He didn't say that specific show was
Yeah,
scripted. The only reason I'm saying that is because if one of us don't say it, he's going to say it later. So
No, but you're
one of
right.
us should say it now.
No, Shiva, you're correct though. We do a lot of scripted shows. I mean, obviously we do.
So then
But
here's
that-
the deal. If it wasn't scripted and
Right.
it was, and
Hold
it was-
on, Joel. Don't cut him off though. Sorry.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
I appreciate that, Kate. In reference to that there was nothing scripted about that. We were just randomly bringing people up. Now, as far as one hot girl, and I'm going to go ahead and call her Sarah because that's what we refer to her as, Sarah. She liked Mike way before she even got on our panel. You know what I mean? Now, did we maybe push it along in the sense of, hey, Mike, look, it's one hot girl. You know this. You know, yeah, we did absolutely, but she enjoyed that. You know, she didn't think anything bad about that. That wasn't the only time she's ever got mad or upset about anything. Is when you guys, and I'm not saying you guys, I'm talking about people who came over and brought it up to be something bad. You know what I mean? Then she got hurt.
Well,
the hurt wasn't from us. The hurt wasn't from us. The hurt was from you.
How much experience have you had with the disabled?
Actually a lot. My brother's disabled.
So
a lot.
So you don't think that luring her into this game, that in her mental capacity, she wouldn't take it a bit further, knowing that she's already got an attraction to this man?
Are we able to put your brother on a dating game show, Paul?
So what? Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to point out to you,
because
Paulie.
she's dating someone.
Paulie, that's what I was trying to. Paulie, that's if we get rid of all the fixins and we just talk about the meat and the potatoes, right? We have a mentally challenged woman who is interested in a guy, right? A show is set up to possibly hook this mentally challenged person up with this guy, right? And everything.
Okay, but
hold on. Let me finish.
A show isn't set up for that. The show
not
way
set
you
up.
Say,
Not
the way
set
you
up.
say stuff needs to be clarified.
Okay,
it wasn't setting up a show to make some mentally challenged person look stupid. Okay,
that's not what I said. You made a show. You designed a show, a dating show, and whoever won that dating show got to date said person or talk to said person, whatever the case was. Right. But she believed that she has said it now, that she believed that it was all real, like that him liking her and her liking him and that they were going to have a relationship. She believed that
she still does.
And she still does, mind you, because she's upset about it. The fact when she found out that it wasn't real, that none of that, like that fantasy that what I'm saying to you is you created a fantasy for somebody who can't even control her own fantasies most of the time. And that's not a negative thing to say. That's just saying that somebody that has mental issues, along with possible other issues as far as alcohol goes. We've seen her drink on stream and get hammered. You know, so like
when was that? Listen, I think I see Sarah a lot more on panel than you guys. When was that? When she got hammered?
Paul, do you realize
Paul, is there a prerequisite that you can't be dating anyone to be on your dating game show?
What do you mean?
Is it a rule that you can't date someone to be on that show?
No, I don't think so.
There's a CFW was on there. I didn't even know about it.
What's that?
CFW on
Well, I think when she was on the dating show, she didn't tell anyone she was married, though. But there was no prerequisite.
Everybody knew she was married.
I never knew she was married.
Well, your brother's married, so let's have your brother on a dating game show. I think that'd be fantastic. Listen, I come up with original content on my channel, as you know. I am helping you by giving you have 100 subs. Get your brother on a dating game tomorrow. Let's do it, my guy.
But my brother doesn't want to be on a dating game. My brother's seeing someone, Sancho.
Paul, do you realize?
Sancho, all joking aside, are you as stupid as you make out to be? Stop.
You're dumber than you look, my guy. You are dumber than you look.
Buddy, I can assure you I'm a lot smarter than you. But this ain't a dick showing contest. This ain't a dick showing contest, buddy.
You say a
Paul.
lot of shit without proving it. You know that's like your new
What have,
MO.
what have I ever said that? But see, my shit's an open book.
Oh,
My
okay,
shit's
so
an
you're
open book.
smarter than Brooke.
Unlike
Crispy? Paul.
I'm an open book.
Paul,
Paul,
do you know? Do you know?
realise that there is a step further to this when Sarah
Who am I talking to now?
realizes, Jimmy, when
Hi,
Sarah realizes that this is all bullshit, she hasn't got there yet. You think she's broken down now that you've seen on stream? You wait till that hits.
Well, that first off, that's already hit, and the second
it
thing.
Oh no, it hasn't.
Oh
Nowhere
yes, it
near.
absolutely
She still
has.
thinks she's in a relationship with this guy, and they're
She
taking
does
it slow.
not think she's in a
That's
relationship.
her
Yes,
word.
she does. She said it
That's
last
her
night.
word.
I liked him before I
Right.
even got on that dating game, right?
Right.
Then she said we're taking it slow.
Meaning
Because
what she
it
means
would,
that
cause she
got
wanted
his phone
it.
number or
She
email address.
hold on. She said she wanted to take it slow and get to know each other better, but she wanted a relationship. She said that.
The full fallout hasn't hit yet.
It's not going to hit until she realizes, or Mike Taylor stands up and tells her that they are not in a relationship. And honestly, besides Brian, I blame Mike Taylor for egging her on. And it's bullshit that he does that.
And this is voice of reason here, given
mate,
her good advice.
He's fucked up.
Sancho, you're never a voice of reason. You're
You
never a voice
know
of
who the
reason.
fuck I am, dude. I've talked to you twice my whole life. Go fuck yourself.
No,
All right,
thank God. I praise God every day that I haven't told you too much.
One time you had ice cream.
My question still stands. Do you think that it is morally okay to mislead a mentally challenged person into believing that she could have a possible relationship with someone who
First
wants
off,
nothing to do with her?
I hear what you're saying. Can we say slow? Because she refers to herself as slow, not mentally challenged. That would
Okay,
be
so let's
respectful.
take that out of the equation anyway.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
just say
I'm
a
just
person.
saying. I'm just saying because she's
Okay,
going to
just-
watch this.
do
She's
you
gonna
think it's-
watch this and then?
Okay, so now you're worried about her feelings.
Right.
Okay,
right.
so we'll take it out. We'll just say a person. Okay, anyone. We'll take her mentally
Kate, we're
capacity,
all
what it may
worried
be,
about her
or
feelings. See, that's what you
But
want to
if-
make it to be a malicious thing.
But
it's
if you
just
were-
not a
that's-
malicious thing.
But that's what
There's
we're
nothing
trying to
malicious about it.
Paulie, that's what we're trying to explain to you. This is why it was malicious. We're trying to explain to you from the side of knowing people who are mentally challenged.
let's take it out of there. Hold on. Let me just do this. Sorry, I don't mean to
okay.
cut you off, but I'm going to cut you off too.
Go ahead.
Let
You're
me
good.
just put it this way. Okay, so say I get in my car right now. I'm going to go get in my car, and I'm streaming and I'm not paying attention, and I hit a pedestrian. Was it my intention to kill them? No. Are they still dead? Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever done that,
So
Kate?
it may not have been your intention to mentally abuse this woman, but that's what you have done. All of you collectively, not just you personally.
And I don't. Well, I appreciate that. I don't think we have. I know that you think we have. You know what gets me the most, though. What gets me the most, guys, is that this is any of your business. What the interaction between this
It
girl
is
and
when
this
you put
guy-
it. It is when you put it live.
Don't
it is
interrupt
when-
him, please. Please,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
One
I do
at a time.
appreciate. Thank you, Kate. And even more so, what gets me is then I hear things like rumors that she sent money to Mike. That's just not true. That's not true. Stop saying shit that isn't true. It's not. So
Paul,
go
can
ahead.
I say something, mate? Can I say something, mate?
Yeah,
Next time
mate,
you
you
play
can.
a game or a joke or whatever, consider that the fact that you have a mentally diminished, a person with diminished mental capacity in your group. And what you and everyone else sees as a normal thing, bit of fun, bit of fucking around, they don't. They process things differently.
Obviously, they process things differently. But I've had many conversations. I've had many conversations with Sarah. She knows you're not going to have a internet relationship with somebody and it be real. There's further steps. She's
I
not.
disagree,
Listen,
mate. She still thinks this is real.
She's not
I
as
disagree
dumb as you
100%.
One at a
guys.
time.
She's
Sorry.
not as dumb as you guys are making her out to be. Yes, she
Never
might
said
be
she was.
slower than others, but she's not as dumb.
Nobody
and
said
trust
she
me,
Okay,
this
but
is
she's
coming
still
from
emotionally
someone.
impacted.
I'm
She's
just
still
I'm playing-
emotionally impacted. She's hung up on this guy, and I don't. You can't convince me otherwise from what I've seen.
She's definitely hung up on the guy. Haven't you? Let me ask
But
you
the
a
guy-
question. In any,
That's the point,
I'm 40
mate.
years old. I'm 40 years old. Okay, and I can tell you, I've been emotionally hung up on people before. I've been emotionally hung up where rationalization just isn't there.
But
And
your
I'm-
brain can process it better than her brain.
You're not mentally incapacitated, mate.
We're
Yeah,
just
you
gonna.
can't keep
This is,
comparing yourself to her, Paul.
hey, this is just going to keep being ring around the rosy. He doesn't think he did anything wrong. He doesn't understand where we're coming from. It is what it is, and
listen,
I
listen,
hope that
if we-
No,
people.
I'll disagree
no,
with that. I think Paul's trying to try, but he's trying to justify himself a little bit.
Well,
that's
I-
the
I-
point.
I-
Can I
don't
just say,
justify
hang on,
myself.
hang on,
I don't
hang on.
wanna
Can I just
justify
say,
myself.
I'd like to say something, please. Paul, your biggest problem is that your channel has a pattern of this kind of behavior. If it's not having a go at somebody or demeaning somebody, all your channel does is basically demean people, whether it's in fun or not. You have a pattern of behavior, and that pattern of behavior has started to expand. And
Well,
you-
since I have a
and-
panel now,
hang on,
don't
excuse
say
me?
that though.
Excuse
Since I
me?
have a panel now, don't say
Paul,
that.
I'm banning from the show for doing nothing wrong, and you begged for me to come on for an hour after banning me. So don't act like you're the innocent one here. You're
First off, I didn't ban you, Sancho.
Let Morgie finish.
I was banned off the channel. So stop.
And then I immediately after found out you was banned, I unbanned you, and I
And
think
what happened to that moderator? What
Okay,
happened to
hang
that?
on. Let me finish.
Let
And,
Morgie finish.
the other thing you're doing, Paul, is you do what they all do, and you're diverting the attention again. You've always got an excuse. There's always an excuse. There's always, oh, it wasn't us. Oh, we didn't do this. Oh, it's always you. You've been trying to push this back on us, and it's got nothing.
No.
to do with us.
I'm not trying.
Oh no,
Listen, I'm
no.
not trying to
Don't
put
you
on
go?
you.
Don't you go there? Don't you go there? You've been
There she
deflecting.
goes. There she goes again.
because you
You've been-
typed it in chat. You typed it in chat.
You've been deflecting the whole way, mate. And that's what. Then that's
No,
what
I
you
just
do.
think
No,
it's
no,
Sarah
no,
talking
no,
over
no.
me.
Polly, don't cut her off, Polly.
Talking over me again.
Don't cut her off, Polly.
There
Listen
she goes
to me.
talking over me.
Polly, you
I'm
talk
not-
over
no,
her.
because
Let
you
her
won't let
finish.
me finish.
Then you go.
Well, then
You want-
finish so I can talk then.
Okay.
Let her finish. Go, Morgan.
So what you guys do is deflect. As soon as you get caught out, it's deflect, 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 deflect. You've picked up from Abrams really, really well, and you parrot him like it goes out of style. We are not dumb. We are not stupid, and we pick this up. We know what you're doing. We see it every day, and we can prove it every day, because all we have to do is play back the chats, and you can see it. Every time, it's always somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. Oh, well, I didn't get involved with that. And here you are deflecting and trying to prove, oh, well, no, we didn't do that. We did that. That's not correct. Oh, she's in here doing this. That's because you're manipulating her into doing it. She's been on numerous other chats saying the same stuff, mate. So stop deflecting and take some responsibility for once in your bloody life.
Okay, you done talking now?
And then you came in this chat and said it was going to be our fault because we were discussing what you did wrong, and
our
hope
fault.
to God that our souls would be saved.
Yeah, no, because we're talking about it. The young girl said yesterday that she doesn't want the grief. She doesn't want the headache that you all, trolls, I won't say you all, trolls are attacking her, making her feel bad. And you come on here and you're still talking about it, knowing it's going to, no, I'm talking.
Finish, go.
Knowing that it upsets her. So that's my point. You guys have not done anything wrong. You guys had nothing to do with our whatever. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying the fact that you guys are talking about it, knowing she doesn't want to talk about it, she just wants it to end, and you continue to talk about it. So yes, I blame you for that.
Okay,
That's
well,
what
I'm going to blame you. I'm going to blame you for one thing.
Well, go ahead and blame me, girl. You go ahead and blame me.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry about it.
I know you will. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Don't play silly buggers with me, Sunshine. You won't win.
Listen, you're not that smart. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Try it. Just
No,
try
let
it.
Morgie talk. Let Morgie talk.
Okay, so the bottom line is this. The bottom line is you allowed her up on that panel, you played the game with her, and the people on that panel milked it to the extreme. It wasn't just the trolls, it was you on the panel. It was a panel,
here's what
and
I'm
there was,
saying to
hang
you.
on. And
Nah,
then,
I'm
no, we weren't there, mate. We weren't on
I'm
the
tired of
panel.
hearing your voice. It's annoying.
You keep talking over it, dude. Stop being a prick.
Shut up, Sancho.
You're being a prick, dude.
You know,
Stop being a
You
prick. You're
are. Shut
nobody.
up, Polly.
How can you call somebody annoying, Paulie?
See
Paulie.
this is the whole thing, man.
Paulie, my point of view is
Paulie.
Excuse me. No, my panel, everybody's going to shut up. Thank you. All right.
Yes,
We have to have some order here. Polly, the entire reason that we are discussing this entire ordeal on this panel right now is because you, News New England, Josh Abrams, and the rest of your merry band put it into the public venue. Do you understand? As soon as you put something out in public, it is now open to public discourse and criticism. We didn't put it out there.
Please
You did.
refer to us as our name, the Garbage Pail Kids. We like that.
Okay.
All right, that's it. All right, I'm done with it. I'm done with that.
Well, good. Be done with it.
We're
But
good.
the bottom line is, you all bring this stuff up. You all want to attack each other's panel.
Report news.
Enough
Just report
is
news.
enough. You
We
guys
just
have
report
to
news.
stop it.
We just
Paulie,
report news.
Paulie, my concern is you, yourself, Brian, whatever, Josh, all those people on that panel are her closest friends, say?
Yes,
for want
and
of a better
she's
word.
going to continue to be on the
It
panel,
will
and we're going to
not-
continue to be her friends. Yep,
This
that's
will
true.
not end until you guys say what you did.
What do you mean it won't end till we've already talked to her? We asked her on camera. Did
So
you
you're all
think
saying
that
you're all saying to her we're just going to drop it. It's
Jimmy,
not,
just
it's
Polly,
over in her
yesterday,
mind.
Polly,
It's not over
yesterday,
in her mind.
you, sorry, Jimmy, yesterday you admitted on your panel, you said, yes, it was a joke and it went and got way out of hand. You admitted that.
Paulie, you don't
So,
find it manipulating at all, Paulie, that everybody knew that she liked Mike Taylor, and Brian and Josh decided to manipulate that and put her on a public platform, knowing she can't take any shred of negativity. Why the fuck is she on a public platform to begin with, Paulie?
So, I'm going to redirect that question to you. So, why do you keep on acting and saying stuff like we did this in a malicious way?
Stop.
That's how you're saying it.
I never said
Because you knew she had feelings for him, and you capitalized on the feelings she had for him, and you
I can't
publicized it even more.
hear you very well, Santo, just to let you know. I don't know what's going on.
Stop deflecting.
I'm not deflecting. I said I couldn't hear
You
her.
are deflecting. The bottom line is she's on your panel. She is your responsibility.
Let me ask you a question. Every time I've been on panel with you, every time I don't agree with what you say I'm deflecting. Can we get over that? That's like your word of choice. You're deflecting.
That's what you do. You deflect. You are pushing. You are trying to push it onto other people and other areas. The bottom line.
I'm not blaming you guys. I'm not blaming anything on you.
The bottom line is this: she is on your panel. She is one of the members of your panel, and you are saying that you're going to look after her. You've seen how you look after. Look what you did to Newman.
What did we do to Newman? He's our best friend. What are you talking about?
Paul, you don't know this because you probably weren't listening when I was on the channel, but me and him were talking about his recovery from alcoholism, and
I know everything about
but a
Newman.
raging alcoholic.
Buddy, I talked to
You know
Newman.
everything about everybody, right? You know everything about everybody.
I know everything about the people that we talk to every day. I talk to Newman 7 times a day.
Are we
for
going
probably
to
over 4 hours a day.
move off of this idiot?
You're not going to tell.
So
okay,
Paul,
go ahead and call
so Paul,
names.
you knew.
You're all
So
real
Paul,
grown up.
Paul, you knew
I can
that
call you
one
whatever I
gal
want to
had
call you.
feelings for Mike, correct?
Yes, you can because it's your free speech. And guess
Thank
what?
you.
I actually enjoy free speech. Anyone who knows me knows.
Yeah,
Then-
but be nice and let somebody else talk. Don't talk over them because of your free speech. Let them talk about their free speech first.
No, they can talk about their free. Go ahead.
Then let them.
I'll
you
give
answer
Paul
my
credit for the balls to come up here. I'll give him that much credit.
Yeah, so we can move on from it so we don't have to hurt her feelings anymore by talking about it then and get this jerk off the panel and talk about
Brian's
something
still
fresh.
fighting like a coward.
Well, I mean, we have been going for over 2 hours. We should probably get ready to kill this. shit.
Listen, I'll get off the panel. That's fine. You
Can
can
Paul
talk
answer my
about real
question?
news. That's what you should be doing anyway.
Can you answer
Well,
my question?
that is
Paul?
real news.
No, it's not.
Paul,
And it was factual.
It's not. It's not news at all.
Paul,
Oh
can
my
you answer my question?
God.
Can you answer my question, Paul?
I forget what the question was, frankly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody, I don't know if you knew, but Josh and Brian knew that one hot gal had feelings for him. Everybody knows that she's special and different. Why do you think it's justifiable to put her on a public platform on a dating game show, knowing she can't take any negativity at all? You saw it last night by her breaking down crying. How is this okay?
Well, because what we were doing and what we were trying to do wasn't supposed to be negative whatsoever. We wasn't thinking you guys would make something out of
You
this.
guys, we made nothing out of it. Don't
Well,
blame
Paul,
us.
but you got to understand, mate. People of diminished mental capacity don't function like normal people.
I know
So
this.
you should have taken that in consideration prior. You knew her status. All the
Why is
trolls.
he saying it's our fault now? Why'd you
I've
just
never
say
said
that?
it was your fault.
You just fucking
Stop
said that.
saying I said it's your fault. Get
they
over
knew
yourself.
she had issues, and they put her on a public platform and exploited those issues.
We're trying to get. Paul. Listen to Sancho. You knew she had diminished mental capacity, and you played this dating game. There's a bloody 99.9% and maybe 100% that she's going to take it completely different to how you guys intended. And she
And you knew
did.
she wasn't all there.
So let me ask you a question. Do you guys not care anything of what she says? Do you
Paulie,
guys
hold on.
do
Paulie, hold
you
on.
just disregard that? Do you disregard the words that come out of her mouth?
What do you think?
So why manipulate her to believe something that's not true?
No, I'm asking you. She said to herself, "No, you gave me the opportunity to talk to Mike on panel, and to get and so I could give him my email or whatever." So she doesn't think they're in a fucking relationship. You could say that whole taking it slow thing, but that's only because Mike said I'm going to be busy for 3 months, but you can email me and we can talk. These are the words that they came out of their mouth.
But he was on the panel last night, and while she was crying, and he said absolutely nothing.
It was
He
just all
stayed quiet
manipulation.
the whole time. If he really wanted to have anything to do with her or be friends or whatever, he could have stepped up and been like, "Hey, you're right. We're just friends, and that's whatever." So
Paul,
yeah,
if
I
what you're
blame
saying is
him for
correct-
that.
Paul, if what
Paulie,
you're
can I
saying
say
is
something?
correct, she thinks it's over. I'll tell you what, if I see in the next few days her say to Mike, "Oh, Mike's my man, heart, you're full of shit."
Well, hold on.
Paulie,
I say it I say it every day to people that come on my panel. Oh, that's my girl. That's my boom, 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 boom. Flirting's flirting.
You
You
don't
do know
have
what flirting is, right?
You don't have
That's not flirting.
Well,
He
really?
just doesn't. He doesn't. I don't know if he doesn't understand or he doesn't care.
No, I
but
can listen. I
I'm
completely
done.
understand. I completely understand that you want to make something out of someone, and I think
There
you
was
guys are
nothing
using-
made out of nothing.
I
The
think you guys
video
are using this
shows.
as a pawn just to make other people look bad.
Bro,
That's
the
cool.
video.
Oh my
That's
God.
cool because that is the whole point of masshole reports. So
Don't
that's fine.
cry, Paul.
It's really
Wait.
Paul,
What the
are
fuck are you
you-
talking about?
You've created this monster, mate. You did it. We are just pulling you. We are just pointing out where you fucked up.
It's
and you
it's
still
it's no
can't
different
admit
than
it.
with last week with Indy. Oh, he's not a cop. Wait until you find out
Who
the
cares
proof.
about Andy? We're
I
talking
don't
about
think-
her, and
What
we're
do you mean,
talking
who
about what
cares
y'all
about-
did.
I'm giving
Dude,
you
that
a
was
track
last
record
week.
of your
Get
guys'
over
lies.
it. Okay,
Listen.
y'all
You
have
guys' track
played
record
that
of
out for
lies.
2 weeks. Get over that. What we're talking about right now, we
Oh,
are
now
talking
you-
about
now
her
who's
and what
deflecting?
y'all.
Now who's deflecting?
I'm not deflecting shit. What happened to her was horrible. Andy can take care of himself, obviously. What y'all did to her was horrible. I apologize for what I did. And when I finally
you definitely
shut
made
up.
it worse. You definitely made
Shut
it worse.
the fuck up. What I did, yeah. And I apologized. But when I found out, oh, I was livid with y'all and what y'all did when I found out what was really going on. And honestly, with me doing that, it was to Mike Taylor, not even to her. So don't even go there with me.
Polly.
Paul, did Indy crack up on live on YouTube twice, breaking down, saying I don't understand why are they picking on me, bawling his eyes out? No, she did. So don't bring Indy even
Polly.
into it. Got nothing to do with it.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I've known Sarah for about 6 months, and I'm not making any excuses for Brian because I don't really know him. But
Is
some of
this
you
Cindy?
guys,
Is this Cindy?
yes, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi.
Can you
But
let her
some of
talk?
you guys are way off. Sarah has, and I'm not bad mouthing her because I'd say it. I just talked to Sarah a few minutes ago, went over and talked to her.
Yep. Yes, you did.
Sarah has done this before. Sarah has fallen for guys. This has happened a lot. We've been through this before. I'm not excusing the game. The game was stupid. The game was irresponsible. But we've had to walk Sarah through this before.
And that's the sad part of it, right? Is that
she will talk to a guy if he gives her the slightest bit of attention, then they're together. Even though he don't know it.
Disabled do,
Okay,
darling.
that's
She's
getting
a
personal,
vulnerable
and that's
woman.
just more reason why you shouldn't put her in a dating game.
Right,
That was
She's vulnerable,
even
Kate.
more
She's a
so.
vulnerable woman.
And that's the whole point I've been making the whole time, is that this vulnerable lady's reality was altered by other people, which makes it worse to know that this is habitual with her, that when she gets attention, she latches on, right? So like, look how much worse this could have gotten, this little game they played, if it wouldn't have ended, right? And there's still, it's still going to be downfall from it. Cindy, I hope you stick by your friend and, let your friend know and comfort her.
There's a lot of ladies that have blue eyes, golden. I can't mention them all because I have a bad memory. There's a lot of ladies that have helped her.
Okay, well, you guys stick together and let her know that you guys have her back.
This has happened.
Okay, well, you guys stick together.
Hey guys, I guess Kate, thanks for having me on. I guess Polly jumped off the panel, and I was going to ask him, and he may still be able to hear me, but Polly, if you are representing News New England and coming onto the panel, if you're representing them, here's my suggestion. Go to Brian, go to Mike, have them apologize to one hot gal, and do this publicly because it was inappropriate.
They won't.
It led her
Well, no,
to
you don't know that.
It led her to believe that it was something that it wasn't. And that's not fair to her. So they need to do a public apology.
We know this.
Period.
That's the best idea I heard all night.
Well, that's what I've been saying from the beginning. I've been trying to get them to do it. Just say you're sorry for her.
Give her a little dignity back, because I would be embarrassed if it was me.
Yeah, and I hope Cindy Ray. I hope Cindy. Is anybody else in touch with her that can maybe talk to her and have her back and let her know?
The problem is those idiots manipulate her and make her think, as Paulie said, as the trolls.
Right.
They're the ones that. Shiva last night was trying to be very sensitive and ask a very polite question, and they turned it around and made him the bad guy. And none of the trolls, and I know Glitter felt very bad. She was trying to help the girl, and they made her out to be the bad girl. They did nothing wrong.
I'm still worried the fallout hasn't hit yet.
It has not.
Yeah, it hasn't, and it's going to get 10 times worse than what it was last
I hope
night.
you're there to look after.
They don't give it. The guy doesn't give a shit. He called me a pedophile for a month and hasn't apologized.
Well, I mean, clearly,
I think Paulie has more of a heart than Brian and Josh.
Clearly, they're going to keep having her on the show, and they're going to keep exploiting her for whatever views they can exploit her for. And again, there's nothing anybody can do about it. Just it can get reported upon, right? Like Kate said it perfect. She couldn't have said it any better. She was reporting on. I can't even word it. She worded it so well. Hit it, Kate.
Why we're discussing it? Because they put it in the public venue,
right?
And this is the kind of behavior that I am just absolutely opposed to. Because it's completely inappropriate and it's wrong, and it's just these are a bunch of guys who fashion themselves. Well, I shouldn't say a bunch of guys. I should say that Brian and Josh are so-called auditors that are finding less and less successful ways to do their audits. So Josh is out trying to get kids shot in the fucking street, and Brian sits on his ass in his fucking living room and orchestrates. I mean, look what happened to our show. Our show is never like this. Somebody said it best. It's like the Twilight Zone. We never devolved to this level of chaos, but here we are just by mentioning this guy's name. He is a cancer. Brian Sessions is a fucking cancer.
And Kate, it just added to the level of fucking. It's been publicly known. Cindy mentioned it. That one hot gal has fell for multiple people. Everybody knows that, and they still manipulated her to get on there and do a dating game show. What the fuck?
That's a good point. Hey, Kate, I just have one last question, and then I'm actually going to jump off the panel. I
Thank
have a
God.
question for Shiva. Well, okay. If Shiva's still on here, cool. If not, I want him to hear this because I need to know. Shiva, did you voluntarily jump off the panel last night?
No, he was booted.
No, he got booted.
Okay,
Booted and banned.
okay. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. All right, thanks. I
She
gotta go.
demanded that. She demanded that he get kicked off, and he kicked him off because she demanded it.
Anarchic.
That's messed up. So
Anarchic.
okay.
Anarchic.
Yep.
Anarchic. Listen, before you go, if you have any power over there, can you get me unbanned so they can ban me again?
She's a human
who's
forward
talk-
over there.
Sorry, who's talking?
Jim.
Saying-
Jim Walbert.
Jim. Okay, you want to get unbanned and then so you can get banned again?
Yeah, just have them unban me, and then I'll post some good truths in there, and then get banned again.
Have one
Hey,
big hair balls,
Anarch
too.
Bimbo Chick, that was your question that you're waiting for all night?
Damn, Rada came in hard.
You know what?
He came in
That's what
hot.
I had to wait for all fucking night to get on. I have no fucking power over here. I clogged my toilet. My water's on well power. I can't even flush my toilet. I have to wait for Anarch Bimbo Chick, and there she goes. Son of a mother.
Fill
right.
a bucket up with water and pour it down the
Just
toilet.
go take your coffee pot in there and make some coffee. You'll be all right.
That's the same Antarctic who wanted to see my face holding my dead corpse of a dog. That piece
Yes,
of
that is true.
Hey, Rada,
Oh.
seriously though, your pump went? Are you being serious?
No, I have my powers out. I'm on jet.
Okay. No, I was going to say,
Power
okay. I was going to give you a little help, but
I
you're
appreciate
good.
it, though.
Kate, the scary thing is for me, in my opinion, Josh is a piece of shit, single guy, wanker, whatever, who cares? He's irrelevant. Brian is a married man with children that he's educating and bringing up. And he's got just no decency, moral, I don't know, I can't think of the words. Just mind-blowing.
Hey, listen, Jimmy, I've been trying so.
Mind-blowing.
Hello.
I think that.
Hey, Murpha.
Hey, Murpha, I think that parole is tired of my phone call. Well, they're not tired of. I'm sure they are, but I've been calling so many times that they give me the same spiel each time now that I'm just waiting for one of them to like pull it up on the computer and slip and tell me something. That's why I keep calling them. They keep telling me the same thing. Yes, we're gathering more information at this time, and it's under investigation,
Listen, just
and
to let
somebody
you
will
know,
contact
if
you
you could hear
shortly.
me, I apologize.
Murphy, you're on live, buddy.
I'm hearing robot voices. And if Paulie can hear me, I just want him
Murphy,
to
can
know.
you hear us?
Hey, Paulie, you're full of shit.
Paulie's gone.
Like Josh and fucking Brian, and go.
They're not
fuck
here, buddy.
yourself, and you're taking advantage of that poor girl with mental issues. And I hope that you don't have to deal with it with your own daughter. Okay, motherfucker? So go fuck yourself. Josh and Brian, go fuck your motherfucking selves. Goodbye.
I love
Well
this.
said.
Thank you,
That's
Murph.
how you really feel, Murph.
Well said.
Don't hold back, Murph.
Just get it out, Murph.
I officially love you now.
Jimmy, what I started to
Right?
say was when Brian first started, he wasn't bad. He was, you could talk to him. Once he latched on to Josh, he's fucking emulating Josh's bullshit now.
Yeah.
Harry Balls, listen.
Josh playbook 101. You know, he's just
Listen,
going step by step.
Harry Balls. When Brian started his channel, and he tried to right away have beef with Masshole, and I went right over there and I was like, "Look, dude, that's not the way to go." Because Josh was kind of in there in the beginning a little bit. I got Josh out of there, right? And then he made me administrator and mod and like all. And I'm thinking like I'm gonna try and help the guy like make a good channel. Don't talk bullshit. Tell truths. Do interviews. Such content will make you right. Well, then, like 4 days go by. I'm banned, or I wasn't banned. I wasn't a mod anymore. I see that Josh is running the show. I'm like, what the hell happened? And then from there, it was Sancho left or whatever happened. And then it was just like it was just like talk shit on Sancho. He's a child molester, you know.
Right. Well, I went on a couple of panels before he got with El Sancho, and I was with him and Billy Blair a couple times talking about law enforcement and shit. And you could have a conversation with him, and then he just turned into fucking a senior citizen Josh.
Well, he's so far in with Josh. Imagine Josh has tentacles.
Oh,
Josh,
yeah, I know.
he has so many tentacles inside Brian that even if all of us could prove to him that Josh was going to murder his wife, hypothetically, he would still say, I got to stand by Josh. Because Josh has that
It's a
many
cult.
fingers in him.
Yeah.
They are like a cult, and Josh is like the cult leader.
Well,
Josh
he's
doesn't
gonna-
only have tentacles inside Brian.
Right. It's in 7-0. It's in a bunch, but it's in preparation for his soon to come prison term. So,
Well, I mean, listen,
I'm
when I
talking
was a
about
part of
his
the
dick.
team, you know, I was an
That's not
administrator
big enough.
hosting shows. I mean, I have a playlist on that channel still. Brian did not like Josh. Brian did not like the negativity. The second I jumped off that ship, he dove into Josh's arms, and you're seeing the end result.
Josh
I mean,
threatened
I can't-
him with a lawsuit if he didn't take a video down of where I went through and bashed Josh for lying about his dad having COVID. And
Brian wanted me to go to Masshole with the security guard story, and I didn't even know Masshole. He's like, "Oh, go to Masshole, expose them." They're not really friends. They're using each other right now.
No, I don't believe that. I think Josh is using him.
Well, yeah,
Brian's
that's
smart
what's
enough
going
to
on.
use somebody.
I don't
And
care
Brian's
about
using him for the
Brian's
subs.
using Josh.
Brian's using him for the
Brian,
subs
absolutely.
and Josh can get his shit out. Yeah, and not have any responsibility. Because at the end of the day, Brian's channel gets striked, not Josh.
Sancho,
Every Saturday.
I'm worried about this young girl. The fallout hasn't hit yet. And those are her closest friends, let's say, for want of better words. And then none of them seem to be willing to do the right thing now. And that
Oh, yeah.
that's disgusting.
It's going to be bad when it comes out. Full blown out. It's gonna be bad.
I'm going to hit her like a train wreck.
Yeah.
What they did Shiva last night, the way they turned it on him.
Yeah.
And Shiva was sober, was not being mean, was not being aggressive. He had
they
kid gloves
turn
on.
they turn it on everybody who doesn't agree with them. But
But no, this was different. This wasn't. You're right. They do. This was totally different, though. She was being very empathetic, sympathetic, trying to talk to her and stuff. And they did.
But that's why
I
they
understand
did that.
Jim. Let me finish. And they did a complete 180 and turned it on him, and out of the blue, and now she's motherfucking him for no reason.
Right, but that's what I was saying. Like they kicked Shiva because he was getting to her, and she was then understanding what they were doing, and they were like, "Fuck, we can't let this guy blow our cover right here on our live show." You know what I mean? Like, and this girl figure out that she has no chance in hell with this dude.
But the sad part is when Paulie got back up there after Shiva, or maybe Shiva was on it too, but after Paulie got back up there the second time, Paulie flat out said, yes, it was a joke. It got way out of hand, went too far. And the look on Brian's face, he knew he was busted. He, whatever. And then he started to backtrack and backpedal, and you could see it. And it's just like, are you kidding? Just say something to her now.
What little part that I see?
Who's the new guy on the panel? Sorry.
It's Glitterbug.
No, the new guy.
Oh, my bad.
The bald guy.
Bug, you're female, darling. You're a
The
girl,
handsome
bug.
bald guy.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Who are you, champ?
Well, my real name is
New
Jimmy.
York
But
hardcore.
Yeah, what's your name? Your badge number?
Another Jimmy. Jeez, he's got to be a good bloke, this fella.
name and badge. No, actually, I do have a badge number, but yeah, I'm at work, out of jail.
Right on.
Sorry, what's your name?
profiled the
What's
shit
your
out
code?
of
What's your call sign?
What's your screen name?
What's that?
What's your screen name?
New York hardcore.
All right, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Nice to meet you, champ.
No, it was just what I seen, what little bit of that video I seen. She was almost in tears.
No, she wasn't here.
What she was saying.
She was in tears.
And
I don't know. That kind of pissed me off. That's why I was trying to get in earlier, but I pretty much forgot everything I was going to say to that guy. But whatever. But yeah, everything they do is manipulate. That's all they were doing. Everything that those idiots do is all manipulation, and I can't stand that crap. I so bad want to get out there and just catch them doing shit.
Can I let everybody in on a little secret, and you're going to think I found gold? Brian Sessions lies. I don't know if you know that or not.
Shut up.
What?
No, I
No
swear.
way.
I promise he does. Just last night, I caught him saying that he's glad that people with the clicks and his views because they pay his bills. But then a couple days before, he said all the donations and all the money he makes off of YouTube is going to go to his daughter's college fund. Which one is it, Brian?
Which one? The one that just got promoted in the military?
No,
Or
the
he-
9-year-old.
No, the 9-year-old he's grooming.
Yeah.
Damn, he had more kids. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, I don't know if
talk
we're
to
going to
Paul
talk about what
dropping
else
off,
he
guys.
said that night.
Yeah,
I'm dropping
well,
off, guys. Thanks for letting me up. You guys have a great night.
have a good night.
Bye.
Later, man.
You're talking about a man who treats his wife like a piece of property that he picked over at Thailand or wherever he found in the Philippines.
All right.
Actually,
All right,
a lot of
everybody.
guys in the military
It's
that
not,
did find women from the Philippines, and they're pretty damn hot. But I haven't seen her. And according to him, he made a comment that she's much hotter than Kate is, and I was like, yeah, somehow I doubt that, but whatever.
Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Let's come up with a plan. We're gonna do an after party on Discord. We're gonna wrap up right now. Kate's away from the computer, heading home. She had a long day at work. She's exhausted.
Sorry, Kate.
Let's everybody
Oh,
wrap
boo-hoo,
up.
Kate.
Thank you
Good
for
night,
all the
everyone.
people who donated. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for club members, panel members. Pat, do we have an outro? Thank you, everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe to National Report on the after party in Discord.
Say hi to your President for New York.
perfect.
article.
Do we?
Thanks, Kate.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Thanks for
everybody.
having me up.